Boston. One of baseball's best second half
Chester!
looks to stay hot.
And this incredible magic carpet ride continues.
Primetime matchups from one coast to the next. It's Baseball Night in America.
Hey!
Now on Fox.
There is Cade Anderson, the #1 pitching prospect in baseball, making his debut coming your way tonight for the Mariners. Third overall pick last year. He dominated in the minors this year. Mariners there. How about Adley Rutschman, new Red Sox? Came over the trade deadline. Sox have been one of the biggest turnarounds, if not the biggest in the game. Looking to stay hot. They're in the wild card mix, taking on the Giants in Boston tonight. And we say welcome to the Baseball Night in America pregame show. 3J fans across the country, presented by Geico. Good to see you as always.
Wrong title? Well, let me fix that.
Okay, Eric Karros is here, and I'm Kevin Burkhardt. Some highlights around.
Luckily, I can
Great
fix
series
these things.
In Milwaukee, okay, Brewers taking on the Braves, two of the top 3 teams in baseball. Brewers won last night. How would they do tonight? Jake Bauers having a career year. Keep it going. 23rd of the year for Bauers. Brewers win again. They've taken the first 2 from Atlanta. They've got 81 wins on the year. Cardinals and the red-hot Phillies. Phils, Edmundo Sosa.
Luckily, I can fix
Gonna
these
find
things.
the gap in right center, and that's going to score not 1, but 2 as the relay coming home not in time. Phils taking it to another gear right now. 5-0. That game still in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Nationals and Marlins, Jacob Marcy. EK, you may know a thing or two about this game. You're watching
All right.
closely.
I'll tell you what, don't sleep on the Marlins.
There we
Just
are.
A few games back, they're playing some good baseball, and they've got a 1-2 punch on the mound. Perez and Alcantara, as good as any.
3.5 games out of that wild card. They're in it. You're right. Blue Jays, Yankees, Nathan Lucas giving you a little offense.
Refresh your titles and shit, and it'll be all
Yankees
good.
had won 5 in a row, not anymore, as the Blue Jays win it.
Yankees lost.
From the Bronx.
Yankees lose.
Ohtani really started on the mound and at the dish for the first 3 months, but he hasn't pitched since July the 3rd, though his bat has not suffered during that time. And then there's Pete Crow Armstrong. He's lit Chicago on fire, already boasting his 2nd straight 30-30 season. He sits atop the leaderboards, both defensive and base running metrics. He has been absolutely sensational, and we'll see both of them tonight on Baseball Night in America. Here's a look at how they stack up. Statistically, it is close when you take it all into account. And Shohei's doing his thing at the plate again, hasn't pitched in a while. And Pete Crow Armstrong, maybe the best overall
I'll be right back.
defender in the league. And with that, we stay with the Dodgers. We go out to Dodger Stadium. We welcome in our guy, Dontrelle Willis. He's usually sitting right here, but he's calling the game today with Connor Onion and D-Train. You were there. So Shohei hasn't pitched in a while, but he did throw off the mound earlier today. Give us your feel. How did he look? And what do you think the plan is going to be?
Well, I think he looked phenomenal. He was very aggressive with his command. He used all of his pitches, the nasty breaking ball. I felt like the velocity was there, and he was cutting it loose against Will Smith. If he had a chance, he would be able to pitch next week. Now, they're not going to speed him up with that process, obviously, because he's too important to the team, not only in that rotation, but offensively as well. But, man, he looked really good. And in the next couple weeks, you're going to see Shohei Ohtani back on the mound.
All right, DJ, appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you on the call with Connor Onion. Pirates Dodgers coming up in just a few. We talked a little bit about the MVP situation. It's a fun one, right? I think if Shohei had continued to pitch the way he was, you would put him ahead, but he hasn't pitched in a while. PCA has been great. How do you kind of rank this situation right now?
Man, that's tough because you've opened up the door. At least with Shohei right now not pitching and what PCA has done. The rest of the way, if PCA stays hot and doesn't go in one of those stretches that, he has been prone to do where things can go the other way for a while, I think it's his to lose, right? But that's not to say we've got a month and a week left to go. That's a lot to ask, to stay hot the remainder of the way. But Shohei, look at Shohei. If you would have said at the beginning of the year that neither Aaron Judge nor Shohei Ohtani will win the MVP, what kind of odds would you got?
0, because I think we've just penciled it in because they've been
Right.
so far above everybody else.
And there's a legitimate shot that neither are going to win the MVP.
Which would be nuts. Let me ask you a question, follow up on what Dontrelle said about Shohei, right? So, of course, they'd love to get him back. Dodgers issues in the bullpen. They just put Edwin Diaz on the injured list again. Is this going to be another postseason where there's going to be some starter out of the bullpen that's going to be closing games for them?
I mean, it's quite possible, right? Roki Sasaki pitched out of the bullpen last year. Tyler Glasnow came out of the bullpen last year.
Yeah.
The one thing, you're not going to feel sorry for the depth of the pitching, and somebody might be in a different role than what they are accustomed. Shohei, I think the rest of the way, he's going to get that 1 inning here, 2 innings, try and build him up. He will be an option in the postseason. You just don't know what that role is going to be.
Meanwhile, you got the Brewers today who won their 81st game. They took 3 or 4 from the Dodgers. They've taken the first 2 from the Braves. They just keep on going, man. They're like a runaway train right now.
Well, they really do, and they're going to be a pain if you face them in the postseason just because of the pitching. We saw Jake Bauer again. You don't think of them as being a dynamic offense, but they score runs. They're pesky, and what they do now have is experience because they played last year. They had to go against the Dodgers. I don't know that they are going to be overwhelmed at all going into this postseason.
And remember, the top 2 get that bye in the playoffs. So right now, it's the Brewers and the Dodgers, with the Braves close behind in the National League. So a lot on the line here, including tomorrow. We're on Fox. IndyCar races through the heart of Washington, D.C. in a once-in-a-lifetime spectacle, celebrating America's 250th, the Freedom 250. Coverage begins 11:30 Eastern tomorrow on Fox. All right, baseball night in America. Wilyer Abreu has been absolutely terrific. So have the Red Sox in there at Fenway as they host the Giants. Some of you will see Pete Crow Armstrong. We just said he's in the MVP mix, may win the whole thing. He and the Cubs trailing the Brewers, but they're firmly in command in that wild card spot. They're in Seattle to take on top pitching prospect Cade Anderson. And then Max Muncy, all he does is hit home runs and drive-in runs for the Dodgers. LA's got Scooble on the mound for the 4th time in blue since the trade deadline. They take on the Pirates. Coming up next. It's a great night for baseball.
This matchup features some of the best talent in the game. A lot of power, a lot of marquee names.
Here we go. Buckle up, folks. There's a guy who wants to be in the spotlight. The bats have come alive.
Hey, showstopper!
We're just playing Powerball.
This place doesn't know what hit him.
These teams are entertaining, are they not? The show continues.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
With MLB Live
All right, how's everybody doing?
the action
Let's get some
doesn't stop when the game
lineups.
begins. It's just getting started. Make real-time
get some
predictions all game
lineups
long, from
for
game
tonight's
lines
game.
to late-inning rallies. And join the
Tonight is game 2 of this 3-game series against the San Francisco Giants.
Turning every game, every inning, and every at-bat.
Leading off for the San Francisco Giants is
all 30 MLB teams.
Victor Barracuda in left field.
The official prediction
Batting
market partner
second
of Major League Baseball. New customers get $20
at DH is
with their
Rafael
first trade with
Devers.
code HIT20.
Batting third at shortstop is Willie Adames. Batting fourth at first base is Bryce Eldridge. Batting fifth at second base is Oselvis Basabi. Batting sixth in right field is Jung-Hoo Lee. Batting seventh at third base is Christian Koss. Batting eighth in center field is Drew Gilbert. And batting ninth at catcher is Andrew Kisner. Starting pitcher for the San Francisco Giants is Blake Tidwell. He has a .433 ERA in 11 games played, 20 strikeouts, and 27 innings pitched. For the Boston Red Sox, Nick Sogard leads off at second base. Cedar Rafaela bats second in center field. Wilyer Abreu bats third in right field. Wilson Contreras bats fourth at first base. Adley Rutschman bats fifth at catcher. Caleb Durbin bats sixth at third base. Jaron Duran bats seventh in left field. Andrew Monasterio batting eighth at shortstop, and Mickey Gasper bats ninth at DH. Starting pitcher for the Boston Red Sox is Patrick Sandoval. He has a .476 ERA in 7 games played, has 35 strikeouts and 34 innings pitched.
Kevin Kugler, Rafael Devers. That was the big headline coming into this weekend. His first time back at Fenway since being traded away from the Boston Red Sox, and there were a lot of emotions last night.
Yeah, there sure were, and this is going to be a fun one because you understand Rafael Devers was a rookie in the Boston Red Sox uniform, 8.5+ years, and that's an emotional component that you want. He had some big moments for the Boston Red Sox, but also knowing that he signed a long-term deal. Now he's with the Giants. He becomes the veteran on this young team for the Giants. It's a very different scenario, but emotional coming back to Fenway.
And you see how the trade has worked out so far. Not so good for the Giants, and for Boston, second best record in the American League since the trade. And it's kind of been the story of the Red Sox this entire season. A slow start, but they've played their way into the playoff picture, and Wilson Contreras has played a major role.
Came over from the St. Louis Cardinals in the offseason, but he has been a huge cog in the middle of the order. For Wilson Contreras, it really becomes that presence in the middle of the order. When he does that, it's a different offense. They haven't hit a lot of home runs, but they rely on him, and he hit his 26th home run last night. A huge presence that they need.
And certainly an emotional presence as well, a la Rafael Devers. You see the numbers on the homestand for Wilson Contreras. He's been terrific, including a monster home run over the monster last night at Fenway. We're ready to get this one started. The Red Sox and the Giants. It's game 2 of a 3-game series. Baseball.
Nissan really pushes these cars, huh?
Oh, yeah.
We run help a friend to move scenarios?
All the time.
Driveway airball? Wow. Saw it?
Very. Hurry in to the Nissan End of Summer Sales Event and see why the Nissan Rogue is #1 in new vehicle quality. Well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on select model trims or get up to $5,750 total savings on select Frontier trims.
We're doing our best to make sure every Whopper is your best Whopper. But we know mistakes happen, and we're here to make it right. If your Whopper isn't made your way, we'll remake your Whopper on the spot. And your next one's free. That's the Whopper guarantee. Because there's a new kid, and it's you.
Another day in the finance department. Wait, did we pay this already? 6070 airfare, 6040 meals and interest. Receipts, expense reports, invoices, purchase orders. What's that? Right? Cards with built-in policies. Expenses that submit themselves. Look at it go. Okay, but does it code automatic? Oh. We're fixing the parts of finance you hate. RAM. Love finance.
We have a lot of teams to root for in New York, but my team's uniform means more than just game day. It means the New York Army National Guard soldiers are ready to help during emergencies in our home communities and all around our state. We serve part-time.
You know what I realized I forgot to do?
Pride comes from being there for our families.
Forgot to properly color code, man. We're using the yellow jerseys tonight. Got to color code properly.
See how you can join our team at nationalguard.com/NY.
That's not right.
Online shopping. The first year from the capital bank.
It is a cool night for late August. 69 degrees, light breezes. Some storm clouds have been around
There we go.
the area. We're hoping we stay dry for the remainder of the night. Had a little passing shower earlier in the evening, but it has gone by. We are dry and we are ready to get this one started. Our starting lineup sponsored by Dick's Sporting Goods. And for the San Francisco Giants, there have been so many changes in this lineup, but the regulars in the middle.
Yeah, we need proper color coordination, guys.
Their team now. Yeah,
We're using the yellow jerseys. How could I not?
But you need that, and this offense needs that boost, and they're going to have to be.
How could I not, you know?
Left-handed, which they have struggled against this year.
Now Giants against left-handers hitting .237. Patrick Sandoval, just his 8th start of the season. He was gone for over 700 days, coming back off of Tommy John surgery, and it's been, for the most part, a pretty good return. One rough start against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Let's take a look at StatCast 3D, powered by Google Cloud. You get an idea of what you're going to see for Patrick Sandoval.
Yeah, for Patrick Sandoval, you'll see the arsenal. More sliders and changeups, more than fastballs. That tells the story. He's going
Make it even better.
He nibbles
Nope.
around the strike zone at times.
Yes.
But honestly, he has to be better against left-handers and also utilize that changeup to neutralize some of these guys. They're trying to get early swings in contact.
Chad Tracy, the interim manager.
Man, how could I be so silly and forget?
You'd have to say right now, one of the 2 or 3 favorites for American League Manager of the Year, architect of this turnaround for the Red Sox that has them right back in the playoff picture.
Yeah, I agree with you. And meeting with him, meeting with both of these managers, there's an emotional component, and it really has a lot to do with the playoffs and also how are they, with the Giants, trying to really get to these younger players and get them experience.
Yeah, for Tony Vitello coming over
And
from the University of Tennessee, he's got a team now with a
ready?
lot of guys that are about the same age
Off
as
we
some
go.
of his college kids that he's managed over the last few years. Victor Barakoto leading things off, the 24-year-old, a swing and a miss, and we're underway at Fenway.
Patrick Sandoval working with Adley Rutschman, and that is going to be important. This is the second start that he's had with him.
Slow roller to
Ground ball.
Stereo over and short. And the
Count number 1.
retires Barakoto for the first out. And this will bring up Rafael Devers. Let's listen. Last night, some boos mixed in. And still a reception that is less than warm for a former hero.
That's tough to take, too. He put so much into this uniform on the other side.
And it all has to do with what was a very awkward and uncomfortable exit. He was asked to play first base.
I can't believe they boo him like that.
First base.
Yesterday, they made a big deal about how there was so many boos. I did hear boos, but like I thought I heard more cheers than boos. But tonight, yeah, it was just all boos.
For Rafael Devers, it was not the way he wanted his Boston time to end. He was a huge part of some really good Red Sox teams.
Yeah, had a lot of huge moments as well. Obviously, that bat played. That's the reason why they gave him a long-term contract.
Popped him up left side of the infield in foul ground where Caleb Durbin will make the catch. And there's 2 up and 2 down. Good start for Patrick Sandoval. The defense behind him. Duran, Rafael, the Gold Glover, Abreu, the 2-time Gold Glover in right. Durbin, Monasterio taking over for Trevor Story, who's still on his way back in rehab. He's played a very good shortstop. Nick Sogard, Wilson Contreras, and Adley Rutschman behind the plate.
Yeah, Monasterio's been
Up next is
really
Willy Adames.
Offensively, defensively, he is adequate over there, but I'd like to have Trevor Story back. A stronger club.
The ball.
Defensively up the middle, you'll be a lot stronger with Story and that Glover back out there. But Monasterio has really kept things steady with his bat. Willy Adames, the more powerful shortstops in the game. Out in front, 1 ball, no strikes.
Oh, come on.
Drive to left, that ball is well hit.
That's gone.
Speaking of power, Willy Adames gives the Giants a 1-0 lead.
God damn it.
Two-seam fastball to Adames.
Come on.
And he has struggled with fastball command, but Adames with his 21st home run. You look at this swing, he likes to do damage. He looks for that mistake, and it's over the middle of the plate. This had a different sound off the bat. Good start for the Giants.
Bryce Eldridge takes ball 1. 201st home run of the career of Willy Adames. Hit his 200th on Thursday. That is 6 straight years now for Adames of 20 or more home runs. Just an impressive career. The former Brewer who signed the 7-year, $182 million deal with the Giants before last season, the largest contract in Giants history. The 2-0 to Eldridge, and a strike paints over the outside corner.
Well, with Adames, they brought him over there because it's a very difficult home field to get offense. They needed offense from that position.
The 2-1 coming to Bryce Eldridge. Batting cleanup tonight. We've seen him since he was brought up. Bat leadoff several times. The tallest Giant to hit in the leadoff spot since 1900.
Yeah, 6'7". A lot of body components that you have to sync up. And he has done that. He's shown very well.
3 balls, 2 strikes on Eldridge. A run in on the solo homer off the bat of Willy Adames.
Well, we'll talk about Sandoval tonight and understanding what he has to do against the opponent. He doesn't throw his changeup to lefties, and that's one of his signature pitches. So see if he throws it a little bit more, giving a different mix, because he has struggled against left-handed hitters.
Here's the 3-2. And there's a cold 3rd strike with slider, and he got the call for the 3rd out of the 1st inning. But Willy Adames providing an early spark for the San Francisco Giants. 403 feet over the monster in left. And the
We have a lot of teams to root for in New York, but my team's uniform means more than just game day. It means the New York Army National Guard soldiers are ready to help during emergencies in our home communities and all around our state. We serve part-time, close to home. So our team pride comes from being there for our families, our friends, and our neighbors. And we're always looking for new talent. See how you can join our team at nationalguard.com/NY.
We all want more. But these days, the more we want is changing. Not just more power, but more confidence. Not just more details, but more warmth. Not just more tech, but more peace of mind. That's why Mazda has been named Consumer Reports' safest new car brand. The Mazda CX-90.
Syracuse's most affordable drain service is here for you. We're ready to unclog your sink, tub, or main sewer line when disaster strikes. Clogs don't wait, and neither do we. Call us 24/7 for dependable service at your home or business. We never charge extra for nights or weekends, and we now offer septic pumping, sump pump installations, and restaurant grease trap cleaning. For honest service our customers rave about, call Syracuse Drains.
Let's first take, ladies and gentlemen.
At Dick's Sporting Goods for the Boston Red Sox, we talked about the impact that Wilson Contreras has had in the middle of this lineup, but when you add an Adley Rutschman at the catching spot and or DH, depending on what he's doing that night, a lift not only for your defense, but a lift for your offense as well.
And he's settled in, and it's going to be interesting how he does moving forward. Blake Tidwell, you see the number of games, his fourth start for the right-hander.
And he starts Nick Sogard off with a fastball for a strike.
He's a talented right-hander. You look at the arsenal and how he utilizes it. He still is fastball heavy, but he loves his sweeper, and he's going to have to get outs with a sweeper, but stay aggressive is what we're told, how he has to navigate this Boston lineup.
The 1-1 to Sogard, a swing and a foul back to the screen. It's the fourth straight start for Tidwell after he began the year with 8 bullpen appearances, and being managed by the guy who was his head coach in college, Tennessee, Tony Vitello. Certainly, Vitello knows him well, and he knows that he's got some good stuff. That sinker at 94 catches Sogard looking. Let's take a look at Fox Foresight, built with Gemini on Google Cloud. And we focus tonight on Ceddanne Rafaela, third most hits in the American League, the league leader in doubles. He has a double every 15.2 at-bats thanks to Google Cloud for these insights.
Yeah, Kevin, he had 3 double game against the Arizona Diamondbacks, and understanding how talented this young man is. They want him to swing and be aggressive, but they like to tone him down at times, and that's how he's going to really elevate his game.
And he lines this one down the line, but foul.
Talked to Chad Tracy, the manager of the Red Sox, and he said it's navigating his talents. And what he meant about that is they'd like to get him on the backside when he's hitting the opposite field. That gets him aggressive, but also using the middle of the field.
Rafaela into the upper deck. Well, last year he had the 5th highest chase rate and the 4th highest swing rate in Major League Baseball. And it's an interesting juggling act to find that happy medium, if your manager Chad Tracy, as to how to maximize his talent.
Yeah, they'd like to have him stay in the strike zone even more, not try to get out front and have that inviting wall be in that thought process.
And how about Tidwell? Back-to-back Ks looking, and there's 2 gone in the bottom of the first.
Well, Blake Tidwell is pitching backwards. He's showing the off-speed early and then finishing him off with that 2-seamer. Both hitters have stared at that last pitch.
Wilyer Abreu looks at strike 1 with the sweeper. Abreu, since the break, those 22 home runs, 11 have come since the All-Star break, tied for the most in Major League Baseball.
Kevin. They like to just get consistency out of this talented left-hander. He has an all-around game that you love. But that's what every player is trying to do. Be more consistent. Be that presence in the middle of the order.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Abreu. See those numbers since the break. And we talk about what Wilson Contreras has done to spark this Red Sox team. Wilyer Abreu has played a major role as well.
Yeah, and lineup construction has a lot to do with that. That protection that a lot of people talk about. Wilson Contreras provides that.
12th pitch for Tidwell. 9 of his first 11 have been strikes. Here's the 1-2 to Abreu. 2-2. Came inside a little too tight to the Red Sox right fielder.
Last time for Tidwell, it was the free passes. So you're seeing an aggression early in this game. He's got to be a strike thrower, and they're trying to center that. Watch where the catcher sets up.
Inside with both of those last 2 pitches, and now the count's full 3-2.
Andrew Kisner is brought in to be able to allow that, and you see the understanding of how to be aggressive, sitting over the middle of the plate, having his ball just work.
Swing and a miss. He strikes out the side.
That's strike 3.
Sogard looking, Rafaela looking, and
sucks.
Abreu swinging. Through 1 in Boston. 1-0 Giants.
That sucks.
Nissan really pushes these cars, huh?
Oh, yeah.
We run help a friend move scenarios?
All the time.
Driveway airball? Wow. Saw it.
Very. Hurry in to the Nissan End of Summer Sales Event and see why the Nissan Rogue is #1 in new vehicle quality. Well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on select model trims or get up to $57.50 total savings on select Frontier trims.
This is the Burger King original chicken sandwich. Yeah, the long one. Try the classic. Or the crunchy, creamy, loaded jalapeno. Or the smoky, bacony club. This lineup is loaded with flavor for days.
All right, team, listen up. I've changed my mind. I'm gonna have the truffle butter filet mignon.
Oh, that's a great decision, Bob.
I'll take the miso chicken. See, that's for me.
I'm gonna do the blackened salmon.
Sweet and sour shrimp for me.
Syracuse's most affordable drain service is here for you. We're ready to unclog your sink, tub, or main sewer line when disaster strikes. Clogs don't wait, and neither do we. Call us 24/7 for dependable service at your home or business. We never charge extra for nights or weekends, and we now offer septic pumping, sump pump installations, and restaurant grease trap cleaning. For honest service our customers rave about, call Syracuse Drains.
Let's first take things.
Tonight's telecast is sponsored by Progressive Insurance, a grand slam for your budget. Happy 87th birthday, Carl Yastrzemski, turning 87 today. Speaking of grand slams, 7 in his career. And there's always a Yaz jersey when you come to Fenway Park.
Number 8 means more around these parts, for sure.
Slavis Basabe leading things off for the Giants against Patrick Sandoval, who starts him off with a strike. 1-0 San Francisco on the solo home run from Willy Adames in the first. By the way, Carl Yastrzemski's birthday today. Mike Yastrzemski's birthday is tomorrow.
Wow. That's really interesting.
Certainly if you're Mike.
Yeah.
2 balls and a strike on Basabe. Jung-Hoo Lee and Christian Koss to follow. The 2-1 is fouled away.
Patrick Sandoval might be the worst player on the Red Sox roster. Honestly, you might be right.
He started off the year in AAA.
You might be right.
Casey Schmidt went on the injured list. He came up in July, made his first start since 2023 when he was with Tampa Bay on August 1st and hit a game-tying 2-run double off Mason Miller in the 8th. 2-2 foul back again.
Yeah, you see Sandoval and how he is working. You see that they're going to have a lot of talks in between innings. Adley Rutschman, which is a very difficult task, taking on the responsibility of handling a pitching staff coming in the trade deadline.
Off the end of the bat, a slow roller. Rutschman out from behind the plate, and he throws it down the right field line into right field. Basabe on
Come
his
on,
way to
man.
second. And the
What are we
arrow
doing?
puts him in scoring position with nobody out.
Well, real tough play for Adley Rutschman because he has to go up the line. Watch how he springs out. He has to become that shortstop, and there's a small window to be able to throw that. Contreras is also in no man's land because the runner and the ball came at the same time.
So the hit and the error allowing Basabe to reach second base. And here's Jung-Hoo Lee. .291 on the year for Lee, even better away from San Francisco. Big cut and a miss on the Sandoval sinker, and it's 0-1. Hitting .325 on the road this year, 4th best in all of baseball. Was 0 for 3 last night. You take him out of the Bay, and that bat gets even better.
Yeah, on the road, he's a road warrior.
Quickly 0-2. Our pitcher profile is sponsored by Wendy's, and this is such an interesting profile. Patrick Sandoval, his career against left-handed batters, and admittedly a small sample size, but not great numbers this year.
And it's not because of the mix, and he only has 2 pitches really for left-handers. He's got to expand that, in my opinion, to get those numbers down.
And you mentioned it earlier, working the change more to left-handers. He's been reluctant to do that.
Because that's his signature pitch. Even though that slider is thrown more, he has a good feel for
Alex
that
Palou
changeup.
got pulled for tomorrow.
So he's gonna
Yeah,
have to
that
utilize
tracks.
that against left-handed hitters, and he doesn't. He eliminates it too many times. Talking to Chad Tracy, they would love to see him implement a little bit more against left-handers with that changeup.
Lee just pokes this one into shallow right, curving into the stands, a foul ball. Well, Chad Tracy, the minute you brought it up, he started nodding his head and smiling like, yeah, that's one thing we really need him to do. Don't be afraid to use your best pitch against left-handers.
Yeah, because he has such a good feel for it. There's the changeup success, but you start looking at it, the success is only singles. He doesn't get a lot of power part of it because he neutralizes that power with the changeup. He's going to have to do that with lefties. Just give it a show pitch.
Another 0-2 pitch to Lee. With the sinker low and away, and it's 1-2.
Really becomes that changeup is arm speed and how they have a feel for it. So he doesn't have to throw it for strikes. He just has to get it in their minds as the hitters. Very difficult to do.
Swing and a foul tip into the glove. Rutschman hangs on, and there's out number 1 in the second.
Well, has the components to be able to neutralize the lefties with that slider. He's had a lot of success, but it is location. Show it as a strike and work off the plate. Getting Lee there.
So Sandoval gets the first out after the single and the error started the inning, putting Basabe at second. Here's Christian Koss.
Cade Anderson's making his debut for the Mariners tonight.
Right-hander against the lefty Sandoval, and the pitch is low for a ball.
That's cool.
Kevin, you also talked about the small sample size. You have to be realistic. When you're off for so long, it's a feel pitch. It's worried about your arm speed. It's also in the back of your mind. You went through an injury that lasted a long time. That can have a component moving forward.
Good block by Rutschman. Scrambles to make sure Basabe can't advance. Well, you're also dealing with Patrick Sandoval with a blister on your left foot. He said he's been pitching through that the entire season, so you're coming off of 700-plus days without pitching in the big leagues. Hoping everything is right there, and then your foot never feels right.
Yeah, the team's having success. You want to get back faster to be a big part of that starting rotation.
On the ground to the left side, Monasterio deep in the hole.
That's out number 2.
And a nice adjustment by Contreras at first to play the hop behind the bag and get that second out.
Yeah, the former catcher turned first baseman last year with the St. Louis Cardinals, and he did very well. Coming over here for the Red Sox and being able to act like this, what he does is read this throw by Monasterio. It's a short hop, but he has to go in foul territory to get the longer hop. Good glove work by the first baseman. Get off that quickly.
And the second out recorded. Still at second is Basabe, and now Drew Gilbert. Lefty versus lefty in the first pitch of strike. It's been a strength of the Giants this year, hitting with runners in scoring position. .256 average. They were 2 for 5 last night. Top 15 in Major League Baseball with runners in scoring position. They just haven't had a lot of them this year.
Yeah, inexperience will come into play with those numbers. It really becomes that process. And last night you saw the home run. There's some talent in this young left-hander. He is coming into his own, putting in that work, but also developing at the big league level. Sometimes that's very difficult to do, Kevin.
Another former Tennessee Volunteer who worked his way up. Began the year in AAA Sacramento. Been up since April 15th. No balls, 2 strikes. Popped him up on the infield. Sandoval should be out of the inning.
And that'll be caught for out number 3, so that'll end the inning. And bring us to the bottom of the second.
Single in the air to start things off, and now the power in the Red Sox lineup. Wilson Contreras, his first at bat next.
Hurry into the Ram Make This the Summer event for a great American deal. Now get 15% off select Ram 1500 models, plus no payments for 90 days. Or get 10% off select Ram 2500 and 3500 models. And get it all back by America's Best Powertrain Limited Warranty. Don't wait. Get a great deal during the Ram Make This the Summer event.
Or during the Ram Make This the Summer event, get 12% below MSRP, plus no monthly payments for 90 days on the 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab. See your Syracuse area Ram dealer.
We're doing our best to make sure every Whopper is your best Whopper, but we know mistakes happen, and we're here to make it right. If your Whopper isn't made your way, we'll remake your Whopper on the spot, and your next one's free. That's the Whopper guarantee, because there's a new king, and it's you.
All right, team, listen up. I've changed my mind. I'm gonna have the truffle butter filet mignon.
Oh, that's a great decision, boss.
I'll take the miso chicken. Steve asked for me.
I'm gonna do the blackened salmon.
Sweet and sour shrimp for me.
The whole company's going. Let's roll.
We're never gonna make it.
To Super Bowl 61 and beyond.
ESPN is the home of MLB.tv. Go big with every out-of-market game. Big moments, big swag.
How much fun is he to watch?
That's Big League. Sign up now for MLB.tv on ESPN.
The FedEx Cup playoffs on ESPN. This is where the best belong. And there can only be one. The FedEx Cup playoffs, August 13th through the 30th on ESPN.
Tyler Reddick got pulled for tomorrow.
ESPN are announcing the ultimate team-up as the ESPN app becomes the exclusive streaming home for all CW sports.
And our entire Fox crew, I'm Kevin Kugler. Wilson Contreras to the plate for the first time tonight. Blake Tidwell fires, and he fires in a high fastball for ball one. The numbers for Contreras already a career high in home runs. He's driven in 78, the OPS at 937.
Okay. Well, Kevin, I guess it's easy to understand when you're doing this. Wilson Contreras last night, and the reaction spoke volumes. 452 feet. That is a statement home run. It's number 26, the longest home run at Fenway, which is really interesting. That was a shot. Chad Tracy said he heard it.
He didn't see it. I think everybody heard it as it cleared everything out and left. Fifth in Major League Baseball in slug, third in OPS. Plus, he's been hit 21 times this year.
Yeah, it makes him intense in the emotional component.
That's a fair ball. Koss with a good throw across to get Contreras for out number one. Nice play by Christian Koss at third, and there's one gone.
Now, Matt Chapman is not there, so Koss gets the reps. Like you said, skipping it. That's a common way of going about it, but a nice, accurate, long hop to be able to get that first out.
Tidwell, who struck out the side for the first time in his brief Major League Baseball career in the first inning, gets the first out involving his fielders, and the first pitch a strike to Rutschman. Adley Rutschman, first 5 games for Boston, 1 for 17. You can understand that. You've got a lot on your mind. You're coming back from injury to boot, but you're trying to learn an entire pitching staff in the middle of the season. That can't be easy.
Yeah, we asked Chad Tracy about that, and he said something interesting. When he was on the IL coming over here, it actually benefited him to dive into those scouting reports, having communication with the starters that aren't starting that night. But I think the big thing, Kevin, is how you handle a bullpen. And this bullpen is very important to their success.
Well, it's a bullpen that has been effective all year long. The third or the best bullpen earned run average in all of baseball. And you don't want to be the guy that comes in and screws that up as the catcher. Rutschman in the air to left. This is playable. And the catch made out in left field by Maricoto, and there's 2 gone. History's coming to the nation's capital. IndyCar races through the heart of Washington, D.C. in a once-in-a-lifetime spectacle celebrating America's 250th. The Freedom 250 coverage begins tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. Eastern, only on Fox. Andrew Kisner is ready for the Freedom 250. He's got his Players Weekend America 250 chest protector on.
What a target, huh? How about that? It's a good look. I love the Players Weekend. Just representing everybody in your childhood memories of what the game has brought. So many different aspects that these players are bringing.
Caleb Durbin quickly down 2 strikes in his first at-bat. The special shoes out there for Players Weekend. The 0-2 popped up right side, foul ground, and Kisner couldn't find it, couldn't get back to the wall in time, and that's going to give Durbin another opportunity here.
Yeah, it's one of those guys that it goes up and you can't see the ball. This was playable, but you see Kisner, he looks up and doesn't see it right from the bat. You have to communicate that. There's some aspects to this Giants team defensively that has to be much improved. They've given a lot of extra outs, and that's tough to win ball games at this level.
And no errors last night for either team, but 84 errors this year for the Giants, second most in Major League Baseball.
And Tony talked about how they had to clean things up, and that is some growing pains too. A lot of defense is communication at where you're at.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouled away. And you mentioned it with the changes that this roster has gone through. You lose a guy like Matt Chapman at third, you're losing an awfully big part of your infield defense there.
Yeah, and that's an aspect that is contagious. When you're playing solid defense, you're winning those 1-run games, and they're going to have to do that much improved, and Tony understands that.
ground foul. But what a pickup Caleb Durbin has been for these Boston Red Sox. Traded on February 9th from the Brewers, and he has really settled in nicely at third.
A grinder type of player. He's going to fit in nicely here in Boston.
Remember, he really struggled at the plate. There were a lot of questions. First 48 games, see the numbers, 163. He took 2 days off. Came back into the lineup May 28th. In the last 73 games, over 300. Slow roller to short. Adames scoops it up. The throw across eats up Eldridge at first. And Durbin is aboard on the error by Adames.
How fitting, Caleb Durbin, and the intangibles that you bring to the table. Adames plays this nicely. He has to hurry up because Chad Durbin is hustling down the line.
Caleb Durbin?
Skip throw, and Eldridge doesn't come up with
Called him Chad Durbin? You serious right now?
Oh yeah, he beats that throw because of the hustle.
Well, they've not officially given the error yet, as the first pitch to Durant is high for a ball. Strike one to Jared Durant.
Well, Adames has struggled defensively. 18 errors on the year, but you start looking at the defense and what they have to provide.
And it is an error number 19 on Adames. In the air, left side, and foul. A little more room to work over there, and Christian Koss trying to climb up the netting into the stands to make that play.
Crazy work, my guy.
Now the netting probably provided a little bit of aggressiveness, and you see him trying to beat that throw, that foul ball down the line.
One ball, two strikes. Durbin at first after the error. Tidwell, who took Robbie Ray's spot after the trade to the Padres. Trying to get out of the inning with no damage done. 1-0 lead for the Giants. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Durbin thought about scooting down to second. Kisner found it just in time.
As we mentioned, Tidwell with the 6 free passes last time. He looks a little more timid, especially out of the stretch. To me, he's got to maintain that aggressiveness that they've tried to get him to do.
How aggressive did the Sox get on the base paths? Durbin not going anywhere as it's popped up on the left side of the infield. Koss calling everybody off. He'll make the catch.
And that's out number 3.
On the short grass in left. And the inning.
So we head to the 3rd inning here. It's a 1-0 Sox lead, or Giants lead. Yeah.
Hurry into the Ram Make This the Summer event for a great American deal. Now get 15% off select Ram 1500 models, plus no payments for 90 days. Or get 10% off select Ram 2500 and 3500 models. And get it all backed by America's best powertrain limited warranty. Don't wait. Get a great deal during the Ram Make This the Summer event.
Or during the Ram Make This the Summer event, get 12% below MSRP, plus no monthly payments for 90 days on the 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab. See your Syracuse area Ram dealer.
This is the Burger King Original Chicken Sandwich. Yeah, the long one. Try the classic. Or the crunchy, creamy, loaded jalapeno. Or the smoky, bacony club. This lineup is loaded with flavor for days.
Good night, apartment. Good night, pots. Good night, pans. Good night, fancy espresso machine. Good night, keys to the sports car you spent years saving for. Good night, DSLR camera, vintage diving watch, and whatever that is. Apparently he knows. And good night, concerns about your stuff or anything that might happen to it, because you bundled your renters and auto insurance with Progressive. The end. Oh, and good night, neighbor's dog. Good girl.
Syracuse's most affordable drain service is here for you. We're ready to unclog your sink, tub, or main sewer line when disaster strikes. Clogs don't wait, and neither do we. Call us 24/7 for dependable service at your home or business. We never charge extra for nights or weekends, and we now offer septic pumping, sump pump installations, and restaurant grease trap cleaning. For honest service our customers rave about, call Syracuse Drains.
The whole company's going. Let's roll.
We're never gonna make it.
To Super Bowl 61 and beyond.
Yes, maybe tennis has ever seen and ever bring in.
That was something that no one had ever seen before, ever.
G League Winter Showcase in Orlando.
On game used jerseys, baseballs, bases, and more at auctions.mlb.com. This week's focus, Mark Sweeney game-worn gloves.
They just gave it away.
I asked for several, and I was given an exorbitant price, so I decided to go to the auction site and find it for a better deal.
See if we get a free one somewhere.
Andrew Kisner, then the top of the order for the Giants. Here in the third against left-hander Patrick Sandoval. The 1-0 to Kisner is upstairs, and it's 2-0. How much memorabilia do you have?
You know what? At the end of my career, I started getting some jerseys signed.
Yeah.
Because I love the stars of the game. I think that continues. But yeah, it's a great period of time that I got to play.
Oh, come on.
Here to left. That ball is
That's
well
gone.
hit off the bat of Kisner and out.
And that's gone for another home run.
Above the monster and a 2-0 lead. Kisner's first home run.
A four-seam fastball, and it's elevated. It's at the top of the strike zone. A better swing. Get some backspin on this one. 394 feet on that solo homer.
Just his third home run since 2023, and that was a blast. Over the monster in left, and well out of here. 1 strike and nothing to Victor Barracoto. Grounded out to short, his first time up with a pitch inside for a ball.
Yeah, that's when you get back to the dugout. You tell everyone what you saw. And it really comes down to it. That batter's eye has a lot to do with the success that you have. Staying in the strike zone. Good swing by Kisner.
Well, we're seeing something that is against the book so far tonight. Giants came in with only 27 home runs against left-handed pitching, the fewest hit in all of baseball, and already 2 tonight through the first 9 batters.
Yeah, and it's so important in this game. Everyone always talks about getting off to a good start. It changes the theme, also puts you in a better spot to be able to navigate the lineups.
Swing and a miss. Barracoto out on strikes. Third strikeout tonight for Sandoval. And there's one away. Here's Rafael Devers. And that is going to be the theme all weekend, it would appear.
Yeah, you can see it affecting, too. Walking up to the plate for Devers.
I don't know what he expected, but I don't think it was quite this passionate from the fans that he expected.
And Kevin, eight and a half plus years in one uniform, and he did everything right until he didn't. And I think the fans understand too. That's what they expect when you put a Red Sox uniform on. They expect a certain way to play the game, also be unselfish as a player. He just picked a bad time to be able to be one of those guys that, no, I'm not going to move over to first base. I'm going to stay at third with Alex Bregman in your uniform.
2 balls and a strike. Yeah, it was such an uncomfortable end to a glorious career in Boston for Rafi Devers. Three balls and a strike. to the Giants DH.
Well, it's an emotional weekend, but when he steps in the batter's box, that's when you can clear everything. And it really comes that he's going out there and just trying to perform. He did it last night with a home run. He'd like to do it again tonight.
Taking all the way, the 3-1 is in there for a strike. Now 3-2 on Devers.
I miss you, Raffy.
Adames, who homered his first at-bat, waiting on deck. The 3-2
I love
Devers.
you, and I miss you.
Piece of that sweeper.
Devers has struggled against left-handers this year, too. Only 4 home runs. This is a borderline pitch, and this is how you gain another chance for a mistake. That's a pitcher's pitch, fouled off.
And now the 7th pitch of the at-bat coming here in time call. You see those numbers against left-handed pitching. A stark contrast this year to what we saw the rest of his career, all of his Boston time. Very solid.
Yeah, because that left field is very inviting, but you get to San Francisco, and it's a big yard. It changes your approach.
Ball 4. Wide in the zone. And a challenge is coming.
That was a late challenge by Rutschman.
And it is a ball.
That's a sliver.
Devers grinning. He can't believe it either.
Yeah, Rafi knew it all along. And he knew it was way outside.
You could read lips. He was telling Wilson Contreras, I measured that at 1/10 of an inch. And off he goes to first with Adames at the plate. A big rip and a miss for Willy Adames.
Why are we loading? Mom.
Taking on the Pirates tonight. There's only one.
Well, not a bad location, but you see Adames just handling it, staying back enough to pull this down the line. Duran does a nice job keeping that double play in order, throwing it into second base. That's what you have to do here at Fenway Park. That's essential, but a nice swing by Adames.
And a big at-bat early in this game for both of these teams. Bryce Eldridge settling in with runners at the corners and only one out. Lefty versus lefty, and Sandoval misses low.
Well, this is important for Eldridge, and this is where you get evaluated if you're a young player. RBI situations, using the big part of the field.
Big cut. And Eldridge, 6'7", 21-year-old left-hander, comes up empty.
Yeah, and you see the left-hander, he just gets out in front. That slider is going to be one of the 2 pitches he utilizes against lefties.
Paints the corner. Excellent pitch from Sandoval, and now Eldridge down 1-2.
Kevin, how he gets away with using 2 pitches against lefties is he tunnels, and he tunnels the right way with that fastball slider combination. See if he goes to the slider outside the strike zone.
A 1-2, it's that slider, and it was outside the zone. Just couldn't get the youngster to chase.
Truck Series is going to Bowman Gray next year.
Opportunities to be able to do that. Just one more. Maybe tighten him with that left-hander in with the fastball.
Here's the third with Adames at first. One out and a run in on the home run by Kisner. The 2-2 to Bryce Eldridge. Just missed, and it's 3-2.
Now that's a huge take. Now he gets to that position when you're that borderline pitch. He sees it on the outside part of the plate. He is slowed down, and that's important. Probably a 3-2 slider in this situation.
And it's low, ball 4. It was the 3-2 slider, and he missed with it. Second walk of the inning, and the bases are loaded with only one out for Basabe.
Yeah, the pitch count is mounting. That's what's important, and he needs this. Being able just to settle back down. He's one pitch away to be able to get that double play, but he has been moving around too much, too many pitches.
And Andrew Bailey, former Giant pitching coach, out to talk with the 29-year-old left-handed Patrick Sandoval. Quick conversation. And Sandoval in some trouble. 23 pitches in the inning for Sandoval. Now, he's fully stretched out. We talked with Chad Tracy about it before the game, but this is some hard work in this third inning.
Yeah, Basabe is very aggressive on that first pitch. Over a .570 batting average with that first pitch.
And he attacks the first pitch and fouls it away. Well, you knew it was coming. If he gave him anything in the zone, Basabe was going after it.
And he sped him up. He was behind on that fastball because he was still trying to stay on that changeup as well.
8 grand slams for the Giants this year. Basabe knocked in 8 runs in his first 6 games. He hasn't had an RBI since. Chance to do that here with the bases loaded and 1 out. But he's down 0-2. Sandoval ready in the 0-2 pitch. Basabe, a swing and a miss. Giant strikeout for Patrick Sandoval, his 4th of the night, and there's 2 gone.
Well, best sequence of the night. 2 fastballs got him to an 0-2 count, but then he throws his signature pitch against right-handers in a perfect placement with that changeup. Be huge to get out of this inning.
If you can get out with only the run scored on the home run by Kisner, you'll feel pretty good if you're Sandoval. Still work to do, though, with Jung-Hoo Lee. And he starts him off with a sinker strike.
There's Jung-Hoo Lee. He is really good with 2 outs. We already talked about his success on the road. This would be huge for the Giants to come through.
1 ball, 1 strike. He's 3 for 6 his lead this year with the bases loaded. And with 2 outs, you see the numbers. Highest average in baseball, 417.
That is incredible.
The 1-1 coming from Sandoval. 2-1. He's walked 2 in the inning. He's given up the home run to Kisner and a single to Adames. Can he work out of a bases-loaded jam here in the 3rd? The 2-1. Lee, hot shot, gobbled up by Contreras. To the bag he goes, and the side is retired. Good work by Sandoval. Good work with a glove by Contreras to keep it 2-0 Giants.
Hurry in during the Jeep Make This the Summer event for a great American deal. Get 0% financing on Jeep Wrangler, plus no payments for 90 days, or get 10% off MSRP on Jeep Gladiator. Hurry in now for the best selection of 2026 models from America's most patriotic brand during the Jeep Make This the Summer event.
Or during the Jeep Make This the Summer event. Well-qualified current Jeep Wrangler or Grand Cherokee 4xE lessees can lease the 2026 Jeep Wrangler Sport S for $299 a month. See your Syracuse area Jeep brand dealer.
This is the Burger King original chicken sandwich. Yeah, the long one. Try the classic. or the crunchy, creamy, loaded jalapeno, or the smoky bacony club. This lineup is loaded with flavor for days.
All right, team, listen up. I've changed my mind. I'm gonna have the truffle butter filet mignon.
Oh, that's a great decision, boss.
I'll take the miso chicken.
Steve asked for me.
I'm gonna do the blackened salmon.
Sweet and sour shrimp for me.
Square handheld is a game changer. You literally can use it with one hand. It's very intuitive. It just makes the operation more efficient.
If the power goes down, we're able to operate with square hands. It's crucial.
Get square.
In ESPN's wild world of college football, predators hunt, territories are defended, rivals clash, legends are unleashed on Saturdays, and no one brings you closer to the wild than ESPN.
The whole company's going. Let's roll.
We're never gonna make it.
To Super Bowl 61 and beyond.
The CW and ESPN are announcing the ultimate team-up as the ESPN app becomes the exclusive streaming home for all CW sports.
Run his first of the year, makes it 2-0 San Francisco. He's back to work behind the plate as Andrew Monasterio steps in for the Red Sox and takes ball one. Incidentally, the Red Sox now have one base hit. During the last half inning, the official scorer changed the scoring on the ground ball to Adames. Durbin gets a base hit. Adames back to 18 errors on the season, so the Red Sox have one hit to the Giants 4.
Yeah, and that's a play that you think Adames is going to make, but the hustle by Chad Durbin was probably the reason why they switched that.
Popped up off the bat of Andrew Monasterio. Basabe, the second baseman, coming in to make the catch, and there's one gone. Saturday night is baseball night in America on Fox, and next week, historic rivals make their push for the playoffs as Wilson Contreras and the Red Sox take on Ben Rice and the Yankees next Saturday, 7 Eastern on Fox. Top two teams in the wild card, both chasing Tampa Bay in the AL East. There is still time.
The Mickey Gasper, man. The McMahon.
The Yankees and Red Sox are playing baseball. To diminish anything Tampa Bay has done, it's going to be a fun race down the stretch.
Yeah, who's going to be that story at the end of the year? And it's going to be very important. Red Sox have put themselves in position to make it very interesting. When is Aaron Judge coming back?
I don't know, man.
Fouled at the plate. Yeah, if you talk to people around the Red Sox, they'll all say to a man, the date of the turnaround was June 25th. They got back late from Colorado, landed here like at 5 or 6 in the morning. They were 33-46, starting a 4-game series against the Yankees. They certainly turned it around. Since then, 36-13. Late arrival back from Colorado.
That man had a lot to do with it. It was just changing the mindset, but also Chad Tracy being able to control that locker room and put these guys in a successful position. Now, obviously, haven't seen that turnaround so much in baseball, but there's always one of those stories. And Boston Red Sox are one of those this year.
Aspers worked at even 2-2. Chad Tracy took over April 25th. Of course, his dad, Jim, a longtime manager. Dodgers, Pirates, Rockies. All three. You asked him how his dad was doing, and he said this whole thing has invigorated him. He's all fired up for baseball.
Yeah, and I love that because he said it brought him back to having more interest about the game. His dad is unbelievable.
And Gasper hit by the pitch. He'll stride to first with one out. Our sleeper picks are sponsored by Mattress Firm, and you can understand why people were sleeping.
Yeah, Red Sox Yankees next week during the Daytona race. I will not be live for that.
In 5 games, the second team in the last 25 years to do it, but this is why you were sleeping on them. 6 losing streaks of 4 games or more. So just when you started to believe, they take a step back again.
Yeah, and also an emotional fan base. It comes into play. The expectations for when you're in a Red Sox uniform, and I understand that, but man, when you're putting on streaks like that, the clubhouse becomes unified. And that's exactly what they have done. They expect to win when they come out.
Sogard on the ground to the right side, and it hit the runner, Gasper. Gasper is out.
Gasper's out.
As he is hit by the batted ball. So Gasper is retired, and Sogard will reach first.
I see the swing, and it just gets his back leg. Takes that secondary lead and tries to outrun the ball, and it clips him. Stays out of a possible double play. Sogard runs well. I doubt they turn that.
So it goes down as a hit for Sogard. And Rafaela to the plate now with 2 down and a runner at first. No strikes on Rafaela, who was called out on strikes in the first inning. Blade Tidwell began the year in AAA Sacramento. Called up on April 2nd, went back down at the end of April, then came back up at the trade deadline. Mentioned he took Robbie Ray's spot in the rotation after the trade to the Padres. 6th career start at the big league level tonight. The 2-0, did he go? Yes, he did on appeal. Down to first, and it's 2-1. And the all-star Rafael out in front, 2 balls and a strike, takes ball 3 inside.
Now, Tidwell definitely looks different out of the stretch, and if you're the Boston Red Sox, you can capitalize on that. About Rafaela being ultra aggressive. It's a hitter's count. See if he gets on the pull side here.
And it's ball 4. So a hit batsman, a base hit, and a walk. But because Gasper got hit by the batted ball off the bat of Sogard,
bases should be loaded.
Less trouble than he would have been in with Abreu to the plate.
Come on, Willier.
Struck out swinging to Abreu in the first to end the first. 2 on, 2 out, and Abreu looks at strike 1. Still only 1 ball has left the infield against Blade Tidwell tonight. That was off the bat of Adley Rutschman, the fly ball to the left.
He's had a good feel for that sweeper. So pitched backwards, which is changing the mentality for the Red Sox. You can see they're taking a lot of fastballs that are out over the plate.
Example right here. A little up, but caught a lot of plate.
Yeah, and if you take a swing at that, I mean, it's so inviting to hit that double off the wall.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 on, 2 out. And a cold 3rd strike. Abreu caught looking
That's
with the
stupid.
sinker, and Tidwell gets out of a big-time jam. His 4th strikeout, his biggest of the night.
This is Foundeo, a daily GLP-1 pill, proven to help you lose weight and keep it off. Because this is your life. And now, Foundeo is covered through the Medicare GLP-1 Bridge for no more than $50 per month. Don't take Foundeo if you're allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had MTC or MEN2. Stop and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, or severe stomach pain. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas and gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, if you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills, and before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. Taking Foundeo with an insulin or sulfonylurea may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include diarrhea, nausea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and may cause kidney problems. If you're thinking about making a change, it's time to talk about it. Now it's perfect to ask your doctor about Foundeo. Available through Medicare for no more than $50 per month.
Quarter. First time sport.
Car takes a quarter?
The rental. You see any cart wranglers around here? All he doesn't pay for them. No savings. Goes straight to you. Lots of good meat in there, partner.
That's all meat?
And a fancy cheese.
Difference is that save you money.
They'll get in there and round up them savings.
It's an Aldi thing.
Syracuse's most affordable drain service is here for you. We're ready to unclog your sink, tub, or main sewer line when disaster strikes. Clogs don't wait, and neither do we. Call us 24/7 for dependable service at your home or business. We never charge extra for nights or weekends, and we now offer septic pumping, sump pump installations, and restaurant grease trap cleaning. For honest service our customers rave about, call Syracuse Drains.
Yes, maybe tennis has ever seen and ever bring in.
Kugler joined by Tony Vitello, the manager of the Giants, in the San Francisco dugout. When you're watching a young team go through moments, it felt like that moment in the third was a big moment for your young pitcher, Blade Tidwell, to get out of the jam without any damage done.
Yeah, and I mean, the guy he's facing too can do as much damage as anybody in the lineup. And we talked about right versus left matchups, earlier in the day, and he handled himself well. He had a good level of composure right there.
Tony, it's so important for you guys to grab the moment, especially a young roster, but you got to rely on some of your veterans, and Adama's coming big with that first inning home run.
Yeah, and it'd be nice if that would Carlton Fisk for us.
Good reference.
He's pretty damn tough, and he's been battling back issues most of the year. And we gave him some time off, but you're going to eventually have to fist fight him to keep him off the field. And ever since he's been back on the field, he's been swinging it like he's swung it his whole career. And it's nice having a guy that's dangerous like Willie behind Rafi.
Tony Vitello with us, the Giants dugout, as Koss grounds this one back to Sandoval to throw to first for out number one. You've got to be pleased with the approach your guys have had at the plate tonight. Sandoval with 30 pitches last inning. You've really driven up the pitch count on the left hand.
Yeah, I mean, he's tough. We got some young righties that are pulling off the ball a little bit, but when you start looking at the metrics or watch the video, he's got a lot of pitches that start in the zone and fade away. So hopefully those guys can adjust the more they see him. But starting with the veteran leadership and Bryce, I kind of consider him a veteran. He's 21, but he doesn't act like it. You've seen some mature at-bats.
Tony, thanks for the time. We appreciate it. Good luck the rest of the way.
Yeah, thank you guys. Take care.
Tony Vitello, the manager of the Giants in his first year. His team with a 2-0 lead as we play on here in the fourth inning. Lower end of the order against Sandoval, and Drew Gilbert chops this one on the ground foul.
It's such a different mindset that they have to have, and being able to develop at the end of the season. A lot of these guys haven't played this long. They haven't played a 162-game schedule. So that's important, and showing the gains as the roster. It's very important for these young players to step up with this opportunity in front of them.
Tell him it's such a different roster than he started managing at the beginning of his big league managing career. It was a bit of a risk bringing in a manager from the college ranks. He'd never managed professionally, as Gilbert swings and misses out and strikes for the second out. But then you go from a team that was thought to be a contender, maybe, certainly a 500 team, and you see 8 players left from opening day, the fewest in Major League Baseball. 11 players have made their big league debut this year. It's a very different group that you're managing in August than you thought you were going to be managing in April.
And I'll also say
8 players left from opening day. That's not even possible.
And it was probably too fast. It was a lot of roster manipulation, but you don't get to know a lot of those second layer guys that are going into the minor leagues. So now you're doing it. It's almost like you're introducing yourself. Veteran managers have an understanding of what is coming and having the ability of where is our depth in our organization.
He's fortunate that at least a couple of them he coached at Tennessee, including tonight's starting pitcher, Blade Tidwell.
That sure helps, right?
You don't have to introduce yourself to them.
It's a different color, orange.
It is. A little different weather. Kisner on a line into right center. Jogging over to make the catch is Rafaela. 30 pitches last inning, 10 this inning for Patrick Sandoval. Guess which one he liked more?
Nissan really pushes these cars, huh?
Oh, yeah.
We run help a friend move scenarios
All the time.
Driveway airball? Wow. So?
Very. Hurry in to the Nissan End of Summer Sales Event and see why the Nissan Rogue is #1 in new vehicle quality. Well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on select model trims or get up to $5,750 total savings on select Frontier trims.
We're doing our best to make sure every Whopper is your best Whopper, but we know mistakes happen and we're here to make it right. If your Whopper isn't made your way, we'll remake your Whopper on the spot, and your next one's free. That's the Whopper guarantee, because there's a new kid, and it's you.
I don't know this brand.
That there's an Aldi brand. A lot of things around here are, you don't pay big brand markups, so it all costs what it ought to cost. Like your bag of bread there.
And it's just as good?
Stop paying for labels, Ace. Taste with your mouth, not your wallet.
It's a lot of brioche buns.
Yeah, it is pretty crazy that Klay Thompson's going to the Miami Heat.
Save you money. It's an Aldi thing.
Still have moderate to severe ulcerative colitis.
I did not expect that.
Despite treatment, it was time to make a change. My doctor recommended Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
I changed and got rapid symptom relief. Rinvoq helped visibly repair my intestinal lining.
I got lasting remission, meaning few to no symptoms.
Check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50+ with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq.
Yips, maybe tennis has ever seen that header bring in.
That was something that no one had ever seen before, ever.
G League Winter Showcase in Orlando. Stay tuned for the second half coming up after this.
Sox with a dangerous part of the order coming up. Wilson Contreras, Adley Rutschman, Caleb Durbin. 4, 5, 6 in this Boston lineup, and Contreras looks at ball one. Caleb Durbin a hit in the second inning, one of 2 base hits tonight for Boston. And a chopper through the hole on the left side. That'll be a leadoff hit for Wilson Contreras.
That's
the
a hit.
aggressive turn at first, but he'll back up. A leadoff single, and the first time the leadoff man's been on tonight for Boston.
Now, he is such a energy bunny for this offense. 1-0 count, and he looks for that fastball, drives it through that 5.5 hole. Good start from the Red Sox. He's usually that catalyst.
And now Adley Rutschman to the plate. Flew out to left in the second, and a first pitch strike from Blade Tidwell. Rutschman came over at the deadline. 5 players went the other direction. Pitch outside for a ball, 1-1. 5 for 15 in his last 4+ games in a Red Sox uniform. Feels like a guy who's only going to improve, get more comfortable. the month of September. Wouldn't be surprising to see Adley Rutschman have a big month.
Yeah, this is a guy you have expectations. It's really a surprise that he's in a Red Sox uniform. Interdivision trade, and Craig Breslow understood how important and impactful a guy behind the plate that's a switch hitter.
Big rip and a miss by Rutschman. And it's 2-2.
Everything wasn't smooth in an Orioles uniform. Offensively, he's gone through a few injuries, but he has a resume to back why they would go out and acquire a talent like that.
And the oblique problems last year really plagued him. Left oblique strain cost him 2 months, then he strained the right oblique in August. 2-2. Just missed wide of the zone. 3-2 to Rutschman. Caleb Durbin waiting on deck for a chance.
Now, he saw this so well. Watch him track the ball. Never gets on the plate. It's that 3-2 count.
Tidwell ready. And he called third strike. Rutschman thought he was on his way to first. James Woy behind the plate says that's strike 3, and there's one away.
Same pitch. He comes back with it, but just adjusts. Does catch that corner. Might have been elevated just a little bit.
So here's Caleb Durbin. First pitch swinging and a ground ball to second. The flip to the shortstop, Adames for one, who throws to first. And a 4-6-3 double play. Derails a very promising start.
Well, goddamn, man.
Bruh. This is the Burger King original chicken sandwich. Yeah, the long one. Try the classic. No. Crunchy, creamy, loaded jalapeno. Or the smoky, bacony club.
All right, team, listen up. I've changed my mind. I'm gonna have a truffle butter filet mignon.
Oh, that's a great decision, Bob. I'll take the miso chicken. See, that's for me.
I'm gonna do the blackened salmon.
Sweet and sour shrimp for me.
This is Foundeo, a daily GLP-1 pill. Proven to help you lose weight and keep it off. Because this is your life. And now, Foundeo is covered through the Medicare GLP-1 bridge for now more than $50 per month. Don't take Foundeo if you're allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had MTC or MEN2. Stop and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, or severe stomach pain. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas and gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, if you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills, and before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. Taking Foundeo with an insulin or sulfonylurea may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include diarrhea, nausea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and may cause kidney problems. If you're thinking about making a change, it's time to talk about it. Now it's perfect to ask your doctor about Foundeo, available through Medicare for no more than $50 per month.
What is this place?
Unleash. When I say jump, jerks, you jerks jump. The Mayhem. I'm in.
We could just make this our house.
Hulu Animation, your animation destination.
The CW and ESPN are announcing the ultimate team-up as the ESPN app becomes the exclusive streaming home for all CW sports.
Giants with a 2-0 lead as we welcome you back for the top of the 5th inning. It's the top of the Giants order. Victor Barakoto stepping in, third time through for left-hander Patrick Sandoval. Barakoto 0 for 2. Devers, who's on deck, is 0 for 1 with a walk, and Adames 2 for 2 with a home run. The 1-0 to Barakoto. And it's 1-1. Third time through the order, the opponent OPS continues to climb.
Sandoval had a good 4th inning.
Hot shot on one hop, scooped up by Sogard, and Sogard across for out number 1. Let's take a look at the Fisher Investments player profile, and we focus on Rafi Devers, who signed with Boston as an international free agent, debuted at age 20 with the Red Sox. went on to help them win the 2018 championship. Signed a 10-year extension in 2023, and as he steps to the plate amidst the boos, that trade to the Giants is the big reason why you hear the boos in the background right now. Sandoval starts him off with a sweeper that he fouls away, and it's 0-1.
Kevin, last night he had a walk in his second plate appearance, and then his third plate appearance, he hit that home run to deep center. He'd love to have a moment, try to quiet those boos, maybe add on to it.
Come out! Okay, here we go. And Devers backhand pickup. Monasterio throw across. Contreras with the swipe. And there's 2 away. We have seen some work at first by Wilson Contreras, and our Good Hands play sponsored by Allstate.
I'm not going to get much sleep tonight.
First Monasterio just getting it out of his hands and tries to throw over there, but Contreras being
I did get a nap after the truck race, but that was only like 2 hours.
Tonight and made some huge impactful plays over at first base.
He saved Monasterio 2 errors tonight with some fancy work around the bag. 2 down for Adames, who looks at strike 1. Andrew Monasterio holding down the shortstop position until Trevor Story can get himself back, currently rehabbing at AAA. Adames with that home run in the first, one of 4 homers in the series already for the Giants. They're most in a 3-game series since mid-July against the Angels, and we've got several innings left of this one and a whole game tomorrow.
And I think they're going to try to stay away from him. And Adames knows he can go out there and hook one. Did it in his last plate appearance with a changeup.
Two balls and a strike. And it's 2-2, and they're going to be a challenge from Willy Adames on that call. So Adames thought it was low, but it is a strike. Each team has lost a challenge tonight by very slim margins.
Yeah, that'll come into play too when you utilize those. Good framing job by Adley Rutschman as well. That's a lost art in the game now, right?
Boy. And something else he had to learn how to frame these pitchers. The 2-2 from Sandoval. And it's ball 3. Seven in a row set down by Patrick Sandoval. He's really settled in. Trying to get through the top of the order with nothing doing. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. The curveball gets Adames. And a 1-2-3 inning. The first that ends in a strikeout tonight for Sandoval.
Nissan really pushes these cars, huh?
Oh, yeah.
We run help a friend to move scenarios?
All the time.
Driveway airball? Wow. Saw it.
Very. Hurry in to the Nissan End of Summer Sales Event and see why the Nissan Rogue is #1 in new vehicle quality. Well-qualified buyers get 0% APR on select model trims or get up to $5,750 total savings on select Frontier trims.
We're doing our best to make sure every Whopper is your best Whopper, but we know mistakes happen, and we're here to make it right. If your Whopper isn't made your way, we'll remake your Whopper on the spot, and your next one's free. That's the Whopper guarantee, because there's a new kid, and it's you.
All right, team, listen up. I've changed my mind. I'm gonna have the truffle butter filet mignon.
Oh, that's a great decision, boss.
I'll take the miso chicken.
See that for me?
I'm gonna do the blackened salmon.
Sweet and sour shrimp for me.
For muscle cramps and spasms, what's your move? The Hercules? The elephant? The pogo? Make the move to Theralux. It absorbs quickly for relief of muscle cramps and spasms. A safe, gentle, non-opioid formula you can use every day to keep moving without the mess or strong odor. For fast relief of muscle cramps and spasms, Theralux, muscle cramps and spasms, Theralux, and get back at
In ESPN's wild world of college football, predators hunt, territories are defended, rivals clash, legends are unleashed on Saturdays. No one brings you closer to the wild than ESPN.
The CW and ESPN are announcing the ultimate team-up as the ESPN app becomes the exclusive.
DeMar DeRozan's going to the Nuggets.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Moving on to the bottom of the fifth inning, a 2-0 lead for the San Francisco Giants over the Boston Red Sox. Lower third of the order for Boston. Jarren Duran will step in against right-hander Blade Tidwell. 1 ball, no strikes. Hop up to third to end the second off the bat of Duran, his first time up. Way outside, 2-0, as Tidwell's missed the zone badly with his first 2 offerings. He'll get rid of that baseball. All 3 to Duran. Could argue Tidwell's best start was a couple of weeks ago against Houston, August 10th, with 5 2/3, 4 hits, 1 run, walked 1, struck out 6, didn't get a decision. He threw 96 pitches.
Well, he's been more aggressive in this outing. Also, he has landed both that sweeper. It's a good feel for it.
In the air to left. Barakoto will give it a look, but it'll reach the seats. Well, the control's been so much better tonight. He walked 5 his last time out. He walked 5 just all season before that. And tonight he has the 1 walk issued to Rafaela in the third.
And he's meshing well with the backstop, Andrew Kisner. I mean, it's really important for him to...
Ball hit in the air to right center. A lot of room out there for Jung-Hoo Lee to make the catch. There's 1 away in the 5th. 32 bites, 1 champion. Vote for the signature dish you'd most like to try. Complete the Ballpark Bites bracket for a chance to win tickets to try these decadent bites at a stadium of your choice. Vote at MLB.com/bracket. I'm not sure cotton candy is the ballpark bite of it. Hot dog, probably not it either.
Yeah. I'll try anything.
No, I mean, it's not like I'm going to turn it down. Just saying that's not the decadent bite that might be the one you're voting on.
I'll go pretzel bites first.
Again, I don't know that it's unique.
Yeah.
What, you've gone to Boston and eaten that hot dog?
It's incredible. They're wicked awesome.
Very nice. You can do that. You're a Massachusetts guy. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Fenway Frank. Is that the decadent bite that you're voting on? I don't know. Yeah, check it out. Swing and a miss, and Monasterio out on the sweeper. 6th strikeout for Tidwell, and there's 2 gone in the 5th. History's coming to the nation's capital. IndyCar races through the heart of Washington, D.C. in a once-in-a-lifetime spectacle celebrating America's 250th. The Freedom 250 coverage begins tomorrow, 11:30 a.m. Eastern, only on Fox. Casper was hit by a pitch his first time up, down a strike here with 2 outs in the 5th.
Now, Blake Tidwell is also showing his emotion. He's getting a good feel for this. Start versus Colorado. You see the batter's face, only 1 strikeout. Also, the lack of free passes is important, but also 6 strikeouts tonight. done it with all of his pitches.
Two balls and a strike. Former second-round pick of the Mets. And he went to the Giants at the deadline last year in the Tyler Rogers trade that sent Tyler Rogers back to the Mets. On the ground, one hop to the second baseman, Basabe, who will flip it to first in a 1-2-3 inning. Turned in by Tidwell. Pitchers exchanging 1-2-3 innings and through 5, 2-0 San Francisco.
Hurry in during the Jeep Make This the Summer event for a great American deal. Get 0% financing on Jeep Wrangler, plus no payments for 90 days, or get 10% off MSRP on Jeep Gladiator. Hurry in now for the best selection of 2026 models from America's most patriotic brand during the Jeep Make This the Summer event.
Or during the Jeep Make This the Summer event. Well-qualified current Jeep Wrangler or Grand Cherokee 4xE lessees can lease the 2026 Jeep Wrangler Sport S for $299 a month. See your Syracuse area Jeep brand dealer.
We're doing our best to make sure every Whopper is your best Whopper, but we know mistakes happen, and we're here to make it right. If your Whopper isn't made your way, we'll remake your Whopper on the spot, and your next one's free. That's the Whopper guarantee, because there's a new kid, and it's you.
All right, team, listen up. I've changed my mind. I'm gonna have the truffle butter filet mignon.
Oh, that's a great decision, boss.
I'll take the miso chicken.
See, that's for me. I'm gonna do the blackened salmon.
Sweet and sour shrimp for me.
Free yourself from prying eyes. Ask privately with Duck.ai. Visit Duck.ai to chat privately with ChatGPT, Claude, and other AIs.
Police! Police! Help! Police! Help! Police! Help! Help! Police! Help!
Just a puppy. A real castle. Oh, and a huge tree.
Give the gift of magic and more, like extra time in the parks, when you stay with the Disney Resorts Collection this holiday.
The CW and ESPN are announcing the ultimate team-up as the ESPN app becomes the exclusive streaming home for all CW sports.
In and out. Oh, you hand that credit card over.
Yeah. 2 more, please.
It's money you have and hot dogs you lack.
Here's the top of the 6th.
Bryce Eldridge leading things off for the Giants in the 6th inning. Patrick Sandoval, who had that 3rd inning, saw just 1 run scored on the Kisner home run, but through 30 pitches, he's thrown now 23 combined since that inning.
And navigating that 3rd was very important with 30 pitches. An economical sense.
Economical and effective.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about what Blake
now we just need the
Tidwell has
offense
done
to
with
get
the
going.
bullpen up at Greg Weissert working for Boston. But if you're Chad Tracy and you've seen what's been going on with Sandoval and his return to pitching, you've got to be encouraged as this one slips under the glove of Contreras. Couldn't get on that one. And a base hit for Eldridge. You've got to be pretty encouraged by what you've seen from Patrick Sandoval tonight.
Yeah, definitely, because you're navigating a lineup, no matter if it's the San Francisco Giants with the inexperience.
Who the fuck is Tingus Pingus?
To be encouraging, and the stuff is fresh. Having the ability to land that changeup, being much improved with that slider since his last start in Pittsburgh. Bounce back outing for Patrick Sandoval.
Basabe with Bryce Eldridge over at first.
Bruh.
Basabe singled in the 2nd, struck out swinging his last time up in the 3rd. 6 Sandoval strikeouts tonight. One ball, 1 strike. 1-2. Sabe has yet to ground into a double play.
I remember his last at bat, he was behind on some fastballs, now trying to do that guessing game. That's what Patrick Sandoval does with his repertoire. Slows you down and you start guessing with that changeup.
Sabe didn't guess right there, and the 1-2 hit in the air to left center field. That ball is pretty well hit, but a good jump in center from Rafaela. And the Gold Glover able to run it down in the left center gap. Excellent play for out number 1.
Lead first step, and that's why you are a good center fielder. He has a calmness about him that you love in center field. Watch the first step, and then he cruises into knowing the ballpark. Catches that at a foot on the warning track.
Plus 52. Most defensive runs saved by outfielders, and that's a gigantic advantage.
Yeah, they're very athletic in the outfield. Roman Anthony is going to add to that when he comes back.
There's Jung-Hoo Lee, 1 out, 1 on. In the Giants' 6th, and a mighty cut. And Lee comes up empty. 90th pitch of the ninth for Sandoval.
Well, watch the movement. Starts on the middle of the plate. That's where Rutschman is located, and it works on that inside corner. The swing and miss.
And Lee puts a charge into this ball, but foul. And 0-2 on Jung-Hoo Lee, who's 0 for 2 tonight. A strikeout and a ground out to first. Sandoval about to hit his season high in pitch count, 92. Was not a major concern. There's no limit on that for him anymore, as there was in his first several starts. 1 ball, 2 strikes. But Weisert's ready when needed in that Red Sox pen.
Yeah, he'd like to finish this off, too.
One ball, 2 strikes. Lee into center field. Rafaela right there to make the catch. Barely had to move in center to squeeze it for out number 2. And here comes the skipper, Chad Tracy, going to get Patrick Sandoval.
That's going to be it for Patrick Sandoval. The pitch 5 2/3, gave up 2 runs, 2 earned runs. He was responsible for that runner on first.
Sandoval with 93 pitches. The road back continues for Sandoval. And the call to the bullpen after this.
This is the Burger King Original Chicken Sandwich. Yeah, the long one. Try the classic. Or the crunchy, creamy, loaded jalapeno. Or the smoky, bacony club. This lineup is loaded with flavor for days.
All right, team, listen up. I've changed my mind. I'm gonna have the truffle butter filet mignon.
Oh, that's a great decision, boss.
I'll take the miso chicken.
See, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna do the blackened salmon.
Sweet and sour shrimp for me.
This is Foundeo, a daily GLP-1 pill. Prove it to help you lose weight and keep it off. Because this is your life. And now, Foundeo is covered through the Medicare GLP-1 Bridge for now more than $50 per month. Don't take Foundeo if you're allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had MTC or MEN2. Stop and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, or severe stomach pain. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas and gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, if you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills, and before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. Taking Foundeo with an insulin or sulfonylurea may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include diarrhea, nausea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and may cause kidney problems. If you're thinking about making a change, it's time to talk about it. Now it's perfect to ask your doctor about Foundeo. Available through Medicare for no more than $50 per month.
With 2 out in the 6th for Boston, his 52nd appearance of the year. He's been a workhorse, 3-2 record with an earned run average just over 4.
Important to shut him down, and they have done a really good job out of the bullpen. first in all of baseball with relief pitcher ERA.
Strike and nothing. Caught a little bit of Adley Rutschman.
This gets his attention. Off that hockey mask. That squared him up.
He was ready to just take the ball and throw it back out there.
That's why I twitch at night.
Good to know that information.
Just checking.
Yep. File these things away about my partner. The 0-1. And a strike, and it's 0-2.
Now the strange ones are on the airplane.
I bet.
You don't know your neighbor.
And all of a sudden you're laying in their lap and you twitch a little bit.
Not good.
For you or them. Eldridge at first, now 2 down, and time called. Swing and a miss. Weiser came in, did his job in the 6th. Got Paul swinging. Keeps this one 2-0. Giants.
Hurry in during the Jeep Make This the Summer event for a great American deal. Now get 0% APR financing or $4,500 bonus cash on Jeep Grand Cherokee. Or get 4.9% APR financing for 72 months on Grand Wagoneer. Hurry in now for the best selection of 2026 models from America's most patriotic brand during the Jeep Make This the Summer event.
Or during the Jeep Make This the Summer event, well-qualified current FCA lessees can lease the 2026 Jeep Grand Cherokee Limited 4x4 for $419 a month. See your Syracuse area Jeep brand dealer.
This is the Burger King Original Chicken Sandwich. Yeah, the long one. Try the classic. Or the crunchy, creamy, loaded jalapeno. Or the smoky, bacony club. This lineup is loaded with flavor for days.
All right, team, listen up. I've changed my mind. I'm gonna have the truffle butter filet mignon.
Oh, that's a great decision, boss.
I'll take the miso chicken.
I'm gonna do the blackened salmon.
Sweet and sour shrimp for me.
Syracuse's most affordable drain service is here for you. We're ready to unclog your sink, tub, or main sewer line when disaster strikes. Clogs don't wait, and neither do we. Call us 24/7 for dependable service at your home or business. We never charge extra for nights or weekends, and we now offer septic pumping, sump pump installations, and restaurant grease trap cleaning. For honest service our customers rave about, call Syracuse Drains.
The FedEx Cup playoffs on ESPN. This is where the best belong. And there can only be one. The FedEx Cup playoffs, August 13th through the 30th on ESPN.
Yips, maybe tennis has ever seen that header bring in.
That was something that no one had ever seen before, ever.
G League Winter Showcase in Orlando. Stay tuned for the second half coming up after this.
Blade Tidwell back to work, bottom of the 6th inning against the top of the order, Nick Sogard. He starts him with a sweeper for a strike. Tidwell tonight, 5+ innings, 3 hits, 1 walk, 6 strikeouts. Very effective so far against a good lineup and a red-hot offense in these Red Sox.
Yeah, he's looked the part, and we heard about the aggressiveness from Tony Vitello. And he has been the part.
Balls and a strike. Top of the order has been really where Tidwell has made his hay. 1 for 5 are the Red Sox, 1 through 3 in the order with 4 strikeouts.
Yeah, that's so important too.
And the only hit is the Sogard hit that he got when he hit the ball off the leg of Gasper.
He had such a good feel for that sweeper. He's thrown it to both sides of the plate, especially to left-handers.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Leadoff man has reached one time tonight when Contreras reached with a single in the fourth. He was later erased in a double play. The 3-2. Nick Sogard stays alive. Rafaela waiting on deck. The seventh pitch of the at-bat to Sogard is inside, ball 4, and a lead-off walk. Little room for error as we look at Above and Beyond, sponsored by Jersey Mike's. And really, Blade Tidwell has gone above and beyond tonight for the Giants.
Yeah, super aggressive, has worked really well with Andrew Kisner. And having that sweeper in his back pocket to pitch backwards has been very important for the right-hander. But he grew up tonight in that Giants uniform.
Meeting at the mound with Rafaela, Abreu, and Contreras due up. Just a message, the pitching coach out with words for the young right-hander. See, the bullpen has been going. Carson Seymour is ready. They're going to stick with Tidwell for at least one more batter.
Yeah, this is how you grow up, and you have to navigate some of these tougher responsibilities. 25-year-old right-hander understands he's been really good, but now with that free pass, what is this Boston offense going to offer against this right-hander?
Well, it's the third time through. They've seen what he's got. And Rafaela, first pitch, no surprise, attacks it. Swings and fouls it back. 29 hits on the first pitch this year for Rafaela, 8th most in all of baseball.
Yeah, he's swinging out of the dugout.
One strike and nothing. Sogard at first after the walk, and a bouncing ball to second. Basabe flips to Adames. The throw to first, not in time. Rafaela beats the wrap at first and avoids the double play. Sogard is forced at second for out number 1.
Well, the ball off the bat, he's waiting for that second hop. Adames tries all his best to try to get the speed of Rafaela. Good turn, just not enough. And the hustle down the line.
On the side of Peyton Tully's glove, it says, "You're so pretty." Yeah, that's a personal thing to him. It's his mom died of cancer a few years ago, and that's one thing she always would say to him. To like try to embarrass him in front of his friends. She would just say like, "Oh, you're so pretty. You're so pretty." So yeah, that's like a important thing to him.
Once looking, once swinging. The count even a ball and a strike.
Yeah, that one looking, it was a lot of pitches out over the plate. Maybe change your plan and try to go that left field approach.
Two balls, one strike.
We talked about the numbers after the All-Star break. He has been very good on the pull side.
Two and two. Swing and a miss. He got him again.
It's out number 2.
Abreu down on strikes for the third time tonight. 7th strikeout for Tidwell. And now Wilson Contreras.
Well, this one catches a lot of the plate. It's a curveball. But just underneath that curveball is Abreu.
It's not Willier's night.
And Tony Vitello says, I'm going to bring in somebody else to face Wilson Contreras with 2 outs in the 6th inning. Both starters with some really encouraging work tonight. Blade Tidwell leaves after shutting out the Red Sox to 2 outs in the 6th.
Sunday, baseball cards take center stage on MLB's Carded. Join Greg.
Bro, the fucking Fox in my area doesn't work anymore. The Fox channel.
At 1 Eastern on MLB Network.
Apparently it's something between, or at least on Fios.
The action
which is what I
doesn't
have.
stop
On
when the game
FiOS,
begins. It's just
like,
getting
and
started.
Fox
Make
had like
real-time
disagreements
predictions all
in their
game long.
negotiations.
Game lines to late-inning rallies. And join the
So
conversation
they
in
just
live
pulled the
chat.
channel off
You
air.
choose when to cash
Luckily,
out,
the Fox
turning
games you can
every
still
game,
watch on
every
MLB TV.
inning, and
That's
every
fucking
at-bat
annoying.
into a chance to win. Trade on all 30 MLB teams exclusively on Polymarket, the official prediction market partner of Major League Baseball. New customers get $20 toward their first trade with code HIT20.
When Estefania got into a great book on Audible, it gave him a new perspective. That's when he decided to change a few things.
Revolutionary the process of training and improving step by step, day after day, week after week, month after month.
His daughter's not as into self-help as a genre.
Authentic gear at MLBshop.com, from official jerseys and memorabilia to hats and hoodies. We've got the season covered. Scan the QR code or visit MLBshop.com, the official source for your favorite team gear. Blake Tidwell, fourth start of the season, and we talked about the Houston start a couple of weeks ago.
Still get Fox with an antenna?
Better considering the lineup that he's
I guess I
faced tonight in
could,
the Red
yeah.
Sox.
I totally agree with you, Kevin. You think about how he
That is
navigated
true.
this lineup, and it's a
That is
lot
very
of what
true.
you talked about, but he had good
I
feel
could do
for
that.
sweeper. And he maintained
Luckily, the
his
Fox
philosophy
games are on
as a
MLB
starting
TV.
profile for me.
I mean, like, the
Here's
playoff
Carson
games
Seymour,
won't
the
be,
pitch
but
outside for a ball, and that's going to be the better portion of the next month for the Giants, finding out what you have and what can apply to a season next year.
I totally agree, Kevin. And also in between starts, how is he navigating and reading situations, but also continuing to get better in between starts?
1 ball, no strikes on Wilson Contreras. 1 for 2 against Tidwell, facing Seymour now, and he fouls it. Well, part of managing those young pitchers for Tony Vitello is knowing when to remove them from the game. Go out on a high note.
Yeah, and he had a little bit of a longer leash tonight.
It's a
and
1-1
you could
count.
see it. Took him out, but also having the ability
apparently
to
it's
get a win
Players
at
Weekend.
this
You would
level,
never
people
know.
minimize that. It's
Because
very important.
Players Weekend used to be a really cool thing, but they ruined it.
The 1-1 to Contreras. And Contreras right into the glove of Koss on a soft line at third. The inning comes to an end as Contreras breaks his bat, but they can't break the seal on the scoreboard.
Players Weekend used to be really cool.
Giants.
They'd let the... Jeez, Wilson, he broke his bat in anger.
This is the Burger King original chicken sandwich.
Yeah, they used to be able to like put like a custom nickname on the back of their jerseys, but now it's just lame.
Creamy loaded jalapeno, or the smoky bacony club. This lineup is loaded with flavor for days.
All right, team, listen up. I've changed my mind. I'm gonna have the truffle butter filet mignon.
Oh, that's a great decision, boss.
I'll take the miso chicken.
Steve asked for me. I'm gonna do the Bluffton salmon.
Sweet and sour shrimp for me.
Right in the middle of everything else, you're trying to lose weight. Foundeo is a daily GLP-1 pill, proven to help adults lose weight and keep it off. Foundeo helped people lose up to 25 pounds. It's the only GLP-1 pill that can be taken any time of day, with no planning around food or drink. Don't take Foundeo if you're allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had MTC or MEN2. Stop and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, or severe stomach pain. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas and gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, if you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills, and before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. Taking Foundeo with an insulin or sulfonylurea may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include diarrhea, nausea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and may cause kidney problems. You don't need to wait for the right time to make a change. Now is perfect to ask your doctor about Foundeo. Learn about savings and support at Foundeo.com.
The FedEx Cup playoffs on ESPN. This is where the best belong. And there can only be one. The FedEx Cup Playoffs, August 13th through the 30th on ESPN.
Yips, maybe tennis has ever seen and ever bring in.
That was something that no one had ever seen before, ever.
G League Winter Showcase in Orlando. Stay tuned for the second half coming up after this.
Well, August night, a well-pitched game on both sides. A couple of solo home runs. The only difference in this one, Willy Adames in the first, Andrew Kisner in the third. And Kisner will bat second in this seventh inning as Drew Gilbert steps in against Greg Weissert. Weissert came on, struck out Christian Koss to end the sixth inning. A big cut from Drew Gilbert comes up empty.
And the Giants would like to add on to this lead. You know you're battling a team that expects to win. Swing and miss on that changeup.
And another mighty cut of the change. And it's 1-2.
Usually those changeups fade away. That arm angle changeup actually goes into left-handers.
One ball, two strikes. Gilbert leading it off for the Giants here in the top of the seventh. Weissert just missing that corner. Couldn't get another chase from Gilbert. And it's 2-2.
Yeah, why not throw it again?
Yeah. Wide with the fastball. Now the count's full, 3-2. Gilbert's worked it back to a 3-2 pitch coming. Kisner with the home run earlier. He waits on deck. The 3-2 pitch. And Gilbert stays alive.
That's the second time Rutschman has got drilled by that foul ball. Picks up speed off the bat, rattling that cage.
Three balls, two strikes once more. Gilbert fights it off. Former first-round pick of the Astros, Drew Gilbert. Former volunteer at University of Tennessee. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming to Gilbert here to start off the seventh. In the air to left. Long run for Duran, and he's going to run out of room. I think he did too. Fastballs, changeups, and one lonely slider in the pitch sequence of this at-bat.
Weissert has that confidence to be able to throw that changeup, even 3-2.
Chester.
Back to the screen it goes, and Gilbert stays alive. Good battle here.
Yeah, you gotta love Gilbert, and he is making good swing decisions, fouling off those tough pitches. Weisert's got some nasty stuff.
And it's ball four. Excellent at-bat from Drew Gilbert, and the challenge is going to be used. Rutschman challenging, wants a third strike. And he'll get it. And Gilbert is out, number one.
Now, James Hoy has given Rutschman a little bit longer, and it's a delayed challenge, but it's an important one. One catches that corner of the plate. He took a long time. There's a little bit of discretion in those responsibilities, those challenges.
You usually don't see that long of a leash allowed to make the challenge. It's got to be bang, bang. A good one for the Red Sox. And Kisner takes a strike on the inside corner, evens it up 1-1. Kisner homered in the third, flew out to center in the fourth. And Kisner through the hole on the left side, his second hit of the night. Well, Andrew Kisner now with his second hit of the night. He's our power player, sponsored by Freestyle Libre, but the power showed up in the third inning.
Yeah, Kevin, this was a big one, too. At the top of the strike zone, he backspins this to left center. And his first home run. They say that solo homers don't beat you, but the 2 solo homers tonight are responsible for that lead, 2-0 for the Giants.
1 out and now 1 on in the 7th for the top of the order, Victor Barracoto. And Weissert misses that one low, and it's 1 ball, no strikes on Barracoto, who's 0 for 3 tonight. A couple of ground outs, 1 to short, 1 to second. He struck out swinging in the third against Patrick Sandoval. 1-1. Giants just 2-11 against the American League East this year. Off the end of the bat into center field where Rafaela was waiting. 2 gone in the Giants' 7th. Here comes Devers, and here comes the usual reaction that we've seen all weekend when he's announced. But first, there will be a new pitcher to face him. So Weissert's night is done. And to the bullpen once more goes Chad Tracy for Boston.
The AUSL All-Star Cup is on. Watch 45 of the league's biggest stars go head-to-head in this innovative tournament and see who will be crowned the All-Star Cup champion. The action continues Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern on MLB Network.
Headache? You might be dehydrated. Gatorade, with a clinically proven electrolyte blend, is engineered to improve hydration balance. Hydrates better than water. Is it in you?
With MLB Live trading on Polymarket, the action doesn't stop when the game begins. It's just getting started. Make real-time predictions all game long, from game lines to late-inning rallies. And join the conversation in the live chat. You choose when to cash out, turning every game, every inning, and every at-bat into a chance to win. Trade on all 30 MLB teams exclusively on Polymarket, the official prediction market partner of Major League Baseball. New customers get $20 toward their first trade with code HIT20.
Lost and found, what's up? Hey, it's Eric. I can't find my new Eric cap anywhere. You said it was a new Eric cap? Lost and found, how can I help you? Hey, it's Corbin Carroll. I had this 948 pack.
Apparently could tell Marte was spotted at the casino during a Diamondbacks game versus the Reds.
Now, man.
On game nights with MLB Plus. Stream MLB Network 24/7 in the U.S. and select out-of-market games every week. Plus live radio broadcasts of every game, Game Day 3D, big inning, and minor league action. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus to subscribe today. Giovanni Moran, the third pitcher of the night for the Red Sox. He enters this game with 2 outs, a runner at first, and Devers to the plate. Reaction you hear is for Devers, not for Moran. Devers 0 for 3 in his career against Giovanni Moran. He struck out 2 of those 3 at-bats.
Now, Chad Tracy talks about lanes that he'd like to get lefties in. This is definitely one of those lanes. That runner on first, a big moment for Devers.
On the ground, up the middle. Monasterio waiting on it. The throw across in time. Devers is retired, as are the Giants. in the 7th as we stretch at Fenway Park.
We're doing our best to make sure every Whopper is your best Whopper, but we know mistakes happen, and we're here to make it right. If your Whopper isn't made your way, we'll remake your Whopper on the spot, and your next one's free. That's the Whopper guarantee, because there's a new kid, and it's you.
All right, team, listen up. I've changed my mind. I'm gonna have a truffle butter filet mignon.
Oh, that's a great decision, boss.
I'll take the miso chicken.
See that for me?
I'm gonna do the black and salmon.
Sweet and sour cream chili.
The itch and rash of moderate to severe eczema disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it's still not under control. Now I have Rinvoq, a once-daily pill that reduces the itch and helps clear the rash of eczema fast. Some felt significant itch relief as early as 2 days, and some achieved dramatic skin clearance as early as 2 weeks. Many saw clear or almost clear skin.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin, serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events: infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. See a head-to-head study of Rinvoq versus another treatment at Rinvoq.com/see-the-data. Talk to your dermatologist if you're not doing well on your current pill or injection to see if Rinvoq is right for you.
ESPN. America on Fox. We saw some power early from Adames for the Giants. Andrew Kisner providing a little bit of juice as well. Good pitching on both sides. Patrick Sandoval and Blade Tidwell with good starts. And our game summary sponsored by Bank of America. Tidwell 5 2/3 shutout. Adames 2 for 3, his 21st home run of the year. And really, one of the big stories, Rafael Abreu 0 for 5 with 4 strikeouts. They've been able to hold down the top of that order.
Yeah, good pitching performance by both starters, and that really set the tone. But those solo home runs have been the difference maker.
And now to the bottom of the 7th with Adley Rutschman first pitch swinging and a hopper to Basabe at second. 1 pitch and 1 out for Seymour in the 7th. New left fielder is Turner Hill. He comes on for the Giants defensively here in the 7th inning. And Carson Seymour starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. That's 4 straight scoreless innings he's pitched after kind of the rough start to 2026. He's got to deal with Caleb Durbin now. And the first pitch strike to Durbin. Speaking of slow starts, that was the big story at the beginning of the year with Caleb Durbin. But he has turned things around in a major way. He went 0 for 18 on that first road trip, and the always quotable Pat Murphy, former manager of Caleb Durbin in Milwaukee, said, you know what, I remember another kid in Boston who started slow, Dustin Pedroia, and Pat Murphy was his coach at Arizona State.
Yeah, it's so important to realize it is very difficult to take on another responsibility, especially in this uniform. There's added pressures, and a lot of people talk about playing in New York, playing in these big markets. But it took time for him to settle in, and now he's becoming that fan favorite.
Pat Murphy wasn't wrong. Dustin Pedroia, his first 52 games, hit 184.
Jeez.
Then became Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, one of my favorite players to watch. He's played the game right.
Durbin out of the way of that high and tight slider. 2-2.
Didn't have the normal break out of the hand. This just backs up a little bit, makes it uncomfortable for Durbin. That'll grab your attention.
The 2-2 to Caleb Durbin. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out in the 7th. Duran on deck. Seymour is ready, and the 3-2 pitch coming. And Caleb Durbin, a little dribbler up the third base line. That's going to roll in for a base hit. You couldn't have thrown it better than Caleb Durbin planted that one off the bat for an infield single.
Kevin, they needed a spark, and a swinging bunt becomes that spark. This sits nicely, as you mentioned. Can't roll it better. Tip of the cap to the grounds crew as well.
Thing didn't budge. Is that you said earlier about Rafaela in center field, know your ballpark?
Oh, yeah.
Durbin knows the infield grass very well, especially up that third base line.
This has a feel for this Red Sox team. They've gone through the streaks that we talked about, and now you start feeling the energy in the building.
1 ball, no strikes. It's such a stark contrast from the beginning of this year where there was such a down feeling in this building. Red Sox were uneven at best, struggling at worst. There is so much to talk about with the comeback of these Red Sox. And speaking of comebacks, let's take a look at Fox Foresight built with Gemini on Google Cloud. And 23% chance to win tonight. And you put that into account, they've won 30 times coming from behind the season, thanks to Google Cloud for these insights. But it's been part of the energy with Boston all season long. They come back.
Yeah, and they need to play better, too, at home. So having those comebacks at home just energizes you. You could feel it in the building. They have a 500 record, and they struggled at home early in the season.
They came back last night to get that win after the Giants took the early lead. The 1-0 to Duran. In the air center field, but right to Gilbert.
That's on number 2.
Makes the catch on the line. Despite what you heard from the crowd, a pretty easy play from Drew Gilbert. And there's 2 gone. Thank you.
Chad Tracy understands how important it is. He took on the responsibility, the interim manager. Last 27 games, that is what has changed the most. You have to play well. If you're going to be a playoff team, you have to generate that home field advantage, and they've done that. Over 6 runs per game in that stretch.
Held in check tonight, though, by Giants pitching. Started with Blake Tidwell and now Carson Seymour. And you see those numbers, you realize just what a good job the Giants have done pitching tonight.
Yeah, seems like they're still 1 swing away as well. It just has that feeling in the game.
The 0-1 to Andrew Monasterio. Little chopper on the infield, charging, and Thomas throws across in time with a good scoop by Eldridge at first. And the inning is over, so
That's the end of the inning.
Durbin infield hit is left stranded at first. Willie Adames,
frustrating.
Good strong throw to retire the Red Sox.
We're doing our best to make sure every Whopper is your best Whopper. But we know mistakes happen, and we're here to make it right. If your Whopper isn't made your way, we'll remake your Whopper on the spot. And your next one's free. That's the Whopper guarantee. Because there's a new kid, and it's you.
All right, team, listen up. I've changed my mind. I'm gonna have the truffle butter filet mignon.
Oh, that's a great decision, boss.
I'll take the miso chicken. Steve asked for me.
I'm gonna do the black and salmon.
Sweet sour shrimp for me.
Hey, buddy.
I'm Shaquille O'Neal, and I'm on Zepbound for moderate obstructive sleep apnea, or OSA.
Zepbound is the first and only prescription medicine that improves moderate to severe OSA in adults with obesity.
It's a treatment that helps reduce breathing interruptions during sleep. It even helped me drop some pounds. Not mad at that.
Don't share needles or pens, or reuse needles. Don't take if allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had MTC or MEN2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes before scheduled procedures with anesthesia, if you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems.
Ask your doctor about Zepbound.
There is so much NFL on ESPN right now, it's disgusting. I love it. Monday Night Football's on. I'm pretty sure Super Bowl 61 is on. NFL Network is now on the ESPN app. 'Tis quite the bounty.
Yips, maybe tennis has ever seen and ever bring in.
That was something that no one had ever seen before, ever.
The G League Winter Showcase in Orlando. Stay tuned for the second half coming up after this.
Our AD on our crew, Andrew Wolf, wanted us to give a shout out to his father-in-law, Bill Bernier, who just had open heart surgery. He's a big Giants fan. He's very happy with how things are at the moment. So, Andrew, consider Bill shouted out. Bill, we hope you're feeling better. Heal quickly.
100%.
And also, Andrew, at the same time, would like to announce that he has accepted the nomination for Son-in-Law of the Year.
Yes.
With this shout-out that he just got for his father-in-law.
Huge points.
Lily Adames off the end of the bat fouls it away. Adames, then Eldridge, and Basabe for the Giants in the 8th. No balls, 2 strikes. Giovanni Moran deals low, and it's 1-2.
Trying to keep this at 2 runs here, Giovanni Moran.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Excellent changeup from Moran, and Adames out on strikes for the first out of the 8th inning.
Oh man, what an arm swing that he has. And you can see that swing at Adames. He sees a fastball, and that just has some depth to the changeup.
So 1 down in the 8th for Bryce Eldridge. A single and 2 official at-bats. He also walked tonight. First-round pick of the Giants in 2023. He was a 2-way prospect when he first started off. Worked his way to San Jose his first year, single-A ball, and then decided to give up pitching in 2024, played exclusively at first base, and that started his rise to the big leagues. 2 balls and a strike, appealed to third, no swing.
I think he's got a big future. I mean, you just mentioned the dynamics of what he has tried to do. But this is huge power, and he's just going to get better and better with all these reps.
Well, he debuted at the age of 20. There were only 2 other Giants to do that, Matt Cain and Madison Bumgarner. And you see home runs, the power has turned on now. Age 21 or younger in Giants history. And how about that list of Giants that Bryce Eldridge finds himself right in the middle of as a youngster?
Yeah, you're on a list of Giant Hall of Famers, but also Major League Hall of Famers. That's impressive. Sky's the limit for this young left-hander.
3 balls, 2 strikes. How about the fact that Orlando Cepeda hit that many home runs before his September birthday that year in 1959?
Incredible. You're in a Giants uniform, you have the luxury of being around a lot of that history. It goes a long way, especially in these 2 organizations.
3-2, and Eldridge pops it up. Foul territory. Caleb Durbin on the run. Retchman on the run as well. Nobody's got room for that one. Yeah, you talk about organizations that come in and you say, oh, you're playing this position. Well, here's the laundry list of great guys in Boston or in San Francisco that have played in that spot.
Yeah, and Eldridge has the ability to be around JT Snow, one of the Giant greats, especially defensively at first base.
Two pitch. And Eldridge draws the 1-out walk. Tomorrow, the NFL is back on Fox with a preseason showcase as the reigning Super Bowl champion Seahawks take on the Titans. It all kicks off at 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow on Fox. And before you know it, it's just going to mushroom into a massive NFL season. And then you'll have split fans. You'll have Red Sox fans and Patriots fans who've got to split their attention on Sundays. Oh, what a great time of year.
Has a feel for that tonight.
It does. There's a taste of fall in the air. Our statistician, Mitch Smith, is freezing next to us. He's dressed for summer. It's no longer summer, it would appear. At least tonight.
Probably a bad decision tonight by Mitch. It's all right.
It's not the first bad decision he's made. 1 ball, 1 strike.
The last.
Sabe with a single in the second. Yeah, see hoodies, hoods up, jackets. That kind of night. My partner today was walking around just grabbing as much pumpkin spice as he could. That guy's not worried about it. Yeah, he doesn't feel fall. Over our head and out of play. 2-2. Bonnie Moran, third Red Sox pitcher tonight. Patrick Sandoval got the start. Greg Weissert came on in relief, and now Moran. 1 on, 1 out. And time called before the 3-2 pitch.
3-2.
Top of the 8th inning. And a hot shot smothered by Caleb.
Oh, wow. And a double play. Oh, no, not a double play.
The fact that they got one. What a play by Caleb Durbin at third.
Kevin 106 off the bat. This was smashed to the hot corner. Getting that force out, but having the opportunity to possibly throw that double play. We talked about the offense, but Caleb Durbin can handle the hot corner, and he showed there.
Boy, that's nice. Giovanni Moran knows. Saved a lot of trouble for him with the glove work at third. So 2 down now. Basabe at first for Jung-Hoo Lee at the plate. Lee 0 for 3 tonight. 1 ball, no strikes.
Basabe only has 1 stolen base, but I think this is an opportunity. You have the lead, can be aggressive, maybe go on the first move. Already had a disengagement.
Lee in the air to left. Duran on the run. There's barely any room down there. And he runs out of the minuscule space that he has.
We mentioned earlier, Jung-Hoo Lee has been very good with 2 outs. Also on the road. This is an opportunity to try to steal a run. You have to do that if you're the Giants, in my opinion.
One ball, 1 strike. Basabe a lead at first. No advance and a strike on the inside corner to Lee. 1-2. The 6th best 2-strike hitter in Major League Baseball, Jung-Hoo Lee. Sitting on a 1-2 pitch coming from Moran. But first, the toss over. There's your second disengagement.
Now you got to go. 2 strikes. The ability to take that extra 90 feet is important in this situation.
There he goes on the 1-2, and Lee ropes to the right for a base
That's down for a base hit.
Wasabe moving on the pitch will stop at third. Runners at the corners now and 2 out as Lee delivers with a base hit to right.
Yeah, runners on first and
Continues
third.
to up those numbers with 2 strikes, also on the road. This is a cutter, but a really good swing. It missed over the middle of the plate. He shoots this to right. Good hitting by Jung-Hoo Lee.
And Wyatt Olds, who has been warming in the pen, is going to get a chance to pitch here in a tight situation with 2 on and 2 out in the 8th.
Hurry in during the Jeep Make This the Summer event for a great American deal. Get 0% financing on Jeep Wrangler, plus no payments for 90 days, or get 10% off MSRP on Jeep Gladiator. Hurry in now for the best selection of 2026 models from America's most patriotic brand during the Jeep Make This the Summer event.
Or during the Jeep Make This the Summer event. Well-qualified current Jeep Wrangler or Grand Cherokee 4xe lessees can lease the 2026 Jeep Wrangler Sport S for $299 a month. See your Syracuse area Jeep brand dealer.
This is the Burger King original chicken sandwich. Yeah, the long one. Try the classic. Or the crunchy, creamy, loaded jalapeno. Or the smoky, bacony club. This lineup is loaded with flavor for days.
The FedEx Cup playoffs on ESPN. This is where the best belong. And there can only be one. The FedEx Cup playoffs, August 13th through the 30th on ESPN.
All right, team, listen up. I've changed my mind.
Still got some game left.
I'm gonna have the truffle butter filet mignon.
Oh, that's a great decision, boss.
2 down, top of the 8th, and a pivotal moment if the Red Sox want to pull off yet another one of their comeback wins. They're going to need some good work from Wyatt Olds, just his 3rd game at the big league level. Working against Christian Koss with runners at the corners and 2 out. Runner goes from first, got a great jump. There won't even be a throw. Jung-Hoo Lee with a stolen base. He moves into second, and now 2 in scoring position. A base hit might double the lead.
Yeah, they didn't even pay attention to him. A high leg kick, easily swiping second base.
1 ball, no strikes on Christian Koss. And the slider slips in for a strike. Giants are 0 for 5 tonight with runners in scoring position.
You see the slider catching the top of the zone. That'll freeze most right-handers. Came right at him.
The 1-1. On the ground to second. Sogard charging.
Ground over there to first. Nice. And that'll bring us to the bottom of the 8th.
With no damage done.
Need to get some runs going.
His job. A 2-0 lead for the Giants here in Boston.
We're doing our best to make sure every Whopper is your best Whopper. But we know mistakes happen, and we're here to make it right. If your Whopper isn't made your way, we'll remake your Whopper on the spot. And your next one's free. That's the Whopper guarantee. Because there's a new king, and it's you.
All right, team, listen up. I've changed my mind. I'm gonna have the truffle butter filet mignon.
Oh, that's a great decision, boss.
I'll take the miso chicken. See, that's for me.
I'm gonna do the Boston salmon.
Sweet sour shrimp creamy.
Whenever we are making a decision, we go to Square first. It's like the mothership for how we run a restaurant.
Square helps with a holistic approach to doing retail. We get it all.
Square has really shifted the game here.
I'm getting information that I've never gotten before.
Square really supports the business in its entirety.
Guess Square.
The Little League World Series is back.
In the rolling hills of Williamsport, Pennsylvania, welcome to baseball paradise for kids around the world. This is an event unlike any other.
Come celebrate the sights, the sounds
that is crushed,
and smiles that only Little League can bring. Little League World Series presented by T-Mobile on the networks of ESPN.
The stars of the summer are all here. What a player! Brilliant in the air. He comes from scoring. From the home of the world champions, La Liga, exclusively on the ESPN app. By Geico, savings and service. Get your great savings and service here. The great Mike Krukow announced that this will be his last year in the broadcast booth, along with Kipe and Krukow. They are a staple in baseball, and man, a tip of the cap for an unbelievable career, both as a pitcher and also a broadcaster. Well, the hope is, and I know that it doesn't happen often, but the hope is that when Kipe and Kruk go into the Hall of Fame, it'd be really cool if they go in together. Yeah. I know they don't do that very often.
Kipe's probably not getting into the Hall of Fame.
Make an exception. Well, I'll tell you what, Kevin, being in a Giants uniform, and I was lucky to be around John Miller, the Hall of Famer, but also Krukow and Kipe had that respect of everyone in the locker room. Former players that turned into unbelievable broadcasters. 2 balls, no strikes. It's Mickey Gasper, Nick Sogard, Cedar Rafael, and if anybody
All right,
gets
come on,
over
boys.
Abreu. Boston down 2 in the 8th. 2 balls and a strike. You talked about the energy, and you see it in the stands. You hear it from the crowd. There is just an expectation that's now started in Boston that this team is just going to figure out ways to win games.
Like that. There's a base hit right there for Mickey Gasper. Let's go. He'll get in there with a double. Nice.
Mickey Gasper has had an impactful at bat since he's been up at the big league level. And you see that mistake that's over the middle of the plate. It's still down. But what an approach. It's an advanced approach, and he made a great decision staying on second base as the leadoff hitter. Energy in the building. And the top of the order now with Nick Sogard. High ball 1. For just the second time tonight, the Boston Red Sox have a runner in scoring position. This time to start off the inning. The 1-0 to Nick Sogard. 2-0. When we talked to Chad Tracy, he said they do the little things. Against the bullpen ERA for the San Francisco Giants, this is the weak link. They didn't address it in the offseason, and those numbers bear not being addressed in the offseason. 2 balls, no strikes. Ball 3 to Sogard. This is when the crowd impacts the game, especially with the youth of the Giants roster. See Dylan Smith. 3 balls, no strikes.
Come on. That's ball 4. Let's go.
Down a pair in the 8th. And Tony Vitello makes the slow walk to the mound for the Giants. With the heart of the order coming up for the Red Sox, it'll be Dylan Smith's job to try to hold them in check. A tough ask for the right-hander Dylan Smith. 2 on Nobody out. The game on the bases.
We're doing our best to make sure every Whopper is your best Whopper, but we know mistakes happen.
Getting a
and we're
pitching
here to make
change.
it right. If your Whopper isn't made your way, we'll remake your Whopper on the spot, and your next one's free. That's the Whopper guarantee, because there's a new kid, and it's you.
All right, team. I'm gonna have the truffle butter filet mignon.
Oh, that's a great decision, boss.
I'll take the miso chicken. See, that's for me.
I'm gonna do the blackened salmon.
Sweet and sour shrimp for me.
Still have moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease symptoms despite treatment?
It was time to make a change. My doctor recommended Rinvoq, a once-daily pill.
I changed and got rapid symptom relief. Rinvoq helped visibly repair my intestinal lining.
I got lasting remission, meaning few to no symptoms.
Check. Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq.
Harrison Bucker hit a 59-yard field goal. That's pretty sick, but fuck that guy. I don't like that guy.
There are 3 victims we know of.
Hopefully place themselves in the playoff picture. 6 games up on a wild card, 3.5 back of the number 1 wild card, the Yankees. For a team that went through a managerial change on April 25th, a team that was 13 games under 500 June 25th, down 2-0 in the 8th, and Rafaela takes ball 1 from Dylan Smith.
Come on, Cedon.
Best earned run average out of the pen does the right-hander.
Come on, Cedon.
Smith, a 2-inning save Wednesday at Cleveland, his first 2-inning outing.
And they're going to ask him to do it again in an environment that is very difficult.
1 ball, 1 strike. He's got to go through, if no one is retired on the base paths, Rafaela, Abreu, and Contreras.
That's the position the Red
Come on,
Sox want to
Cedon.
be in if you have a deficit.
Rafaela.
Yeah, get down. There you go. Let's go. That's going to score a run. No, they're going to hold it at third. Bases are loaded.
Cedon Rafaela just went out and hooked this one. That's the reason why they had to hold at second base. Had a little topspin on it. Station baseball, but man, is this...
You did.
Top's coming off of this ball. Outstanding approach by Rafaela.
Wilyer Abreu. First pitch strike. He struck out 3 times tonight. A night that would be forgotten with 1 swing of the bat here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Come on.
1 ball, 1 strike. It's late August at Fenway, but with
Come on,
cool
Wilyer.
temperatures and an electric atmosphere, it feels like late September. For a team that's pointed towards the postseason, trying to come from behind late. 2-1.
Everything against Abreu has been away. If they throw it in, they're going to try to move his feet. I think you look out over
Let's
the
go,
plate,
Red
just use the big end of the
Sox.
field.
Let's go Red Sox! Let's go Red Sox! Let's go Red Sox!
2 balls, 2 strikes. Good fastball from Dylan Smith.
Count is 2-2.
He's had the most power in Major League Baseball since the break. 11 home
Nobody
runs,
out.
25
Bases
runs
loaded.
driven in.
Gotta do something.
2-2. Big swing and a miss.
That's on number 1.
On strikes. Smith gets a mighty K, and there's 1 away.
Now Wilson.
Reaches back just for a little bit more. Watch the barrel of the bat underneath the baseball. A perfect sequence to get Abreu. That's a big out for the Giants.
But no time to exhale if you're Dylan Smith, because here's Wilson Contreras. In the air, foul and out of play. Contreras with a base hit in 3 trips tonight. That home run last night, all the way out to left. If he does it again, the Red Sox will lead. The 0-1. He had designs on left field with that swing. Nothing at 2.
Yeah, they've been crowding the ball. Contreras loves the velocity, and he can handle it. What he can't handle is the broken chain.
He broke a bat earlier. Now his necklace is broken.
That sucks.
Get ready to immortalize this swing in the stands. The 0-2.
Come on! Why would you just look at that? They're challenging. I don't think that's successful.
It looked like it caught a lot of the plate.
Yeah.
It did. So Contreras was begging for some help there. Called out on strikes. How about this from Dylan Smith?
Yeah, and it's really locating perfectly. He already threw in on the second fastball, and then he gets him looking. He's sitting sweeper on that pitch.
So now it's Adley Rutschman. Red Sox out of challenges.
Come on,
Down to their
Adley.
final out of the 8th inning. 1 ball, no strikes. Is this Adley Rutschman's Red Sox moment?
They're playing straight up in the outfield. There's some gaps that he'd like to hit. Man, would that be huge.
Back to the screen. Good cut on that 95-mile-an-hour fastball, and it's 1-1. Tony Vitello throwing Dylan Smith into a mess here in the 8th. And he's 1 pitch away from working out of it. The 1-1 to Rutschman. Swing and a miss. 97.
Come on, guys. Like, seriously. We're not going to do this right now.
Well, he's done that a couple times. He's reading the swings of these Red Sox hitters.
Can Smith do it? Can he work through the heart of the order with the bases loaded? 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 out. Smith ready. And Rutschman fights it off to stay alive for another swing.
Now, the single thought of Rutschman in this situation is he has to handle the velocity. Shorten his swing, put it in play. That's been difficult for the Red Sox in this inning.
The 5th pitch coming to Rutschman. Bases loaded, now 2 out. Still 2-0 Giants. Smith is ready. Rutschman
fouled off.
Fights off the splitter this time. Still 1-2.
Now just a different look. And the splitter gets him out front. And man, when you take this swing, you just take another deep breath and say, I have another opportunity.
Whew. Here is that opportunity. And Rutschman to center.
Adley? Come on, man.
Dylan Smith, bases loaded,
We're doing our best to make sure every Whopper is your best Whopper. But we know mistakes happen, and we're here to make it right. If your Whopper isn't made your way, we'll remake your Whopper on the spot. And your next one's free. That's the Whopper guarantee. Because there's a new kid, and it's you.
All right, team, listen up. I've changed my mind. I'm gonna have the truffle butter filet mignon.
Oh, that's a great decision, boss.
I'll take the miso chicken. See, that's for me.
I'm gonna do the blackened salmon.
Sweet and sour shrimp for me.
This is a daily GLP-1 pill, proven to help you lose weight and keep it off. Because this is your life. And now, Foundeo is covered through the Medicare GLP-1 bridge for now more than $50 per month. Don't take Foundeo if you're allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had MTC or MEN2. Stop and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, or severe stomach pain. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas and gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes, if you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills, and before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. Taking Foundeo with an insulin or sulfonylurea may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include diarrhea, nausea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and may cause kidney problems. If you're thinking about making a change, it's time to talk about it. Now it's perfect to ask your doctor about Foundeo. Available through Medicare for no more than $50 per month.
Gird your loins.
You got it. Set your mind to rewind with throwbacks from Disney Plus and Hulu. Oh, snap, sweet niblets. Then, now, and always. All your favorite throwbacks from Disney Plus and Hulu. Now totally streaming.
Yep. No, I can't. I don't even disagree with you there.
Let's first take, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a lost season for the San Francisco Giants at 52-76, but there are moments in a baseball season that can still bring you joy, and the Giants have had a couple of those tonight, Mark.
Yeah, and really moving forward, it's every individual game and how you develop in a situation. And the Giants came big time through in that last half inning.
Dylan Smith striking out Abreu and Contreras before getting Rutschman on a fly ball to center. Nobody out and the bases loaded, and the Red Sox do not score with the heart of their order coming up.
Yeah, it felt like they zapped all of the energy out of this building. Talked about how that was building up. They were set up for success and didn't come through in that last half.
So Drew Gilbert down 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. Wyatt Olds with the strikeout. 1 gone in the 9th. Delivering the win is sponsored by DQ, and is Dylan Smith delivering the win for the Giants.
Yeah, really, he backed it up with the fastball. He told
the
you,
wind's on.
It's coming, and I'm going to throw it. Added on a couple times, and Adley Rutschman hit this very well.
Gone over yet.
Into center field, but navigating that traffic, that was outstanding by Smith.
A dilly bar of an outing for Dylan Smith.
Shut the fuck up.
So far. Now there's still work to do. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th, it'll be Caleb Durbin, Jaron Duran, and Andrew Monasterio for the Red Sox, who have 30 come from behind wins this year.
No, he is. It is Andrew. It's not even secretly.
Is there a reason these Giants are up 2-0?
Because remember his username was Andrew the Goat, and I banned him from my stream the other day. Let him come back, but then he went on another account called Drew Dawson. So, yeah.
And the slider gets out of the hand, and again, a backup slider. Seen a lot of that. They're just trying to rip that slider as hard as they can.
And he rips.
That's a base hit.
That slider into left for a base hit. 3rd hit of the night for Andrew Knizner. And he's aboard now with 1 out.
Well, you see the slider. This is an improved slider, but it hits over the middle of the plate.
The dream team. More like the nightmare team.
As you talked about, 3 hits for Knizner tonight, but also his body of work behind the dish.
The team of nightmares.
First at bat for Turner Hill. Came in a defensive switch. And Hill, who made his major league debut on August 15th, getting his first swings of the night. Is inside. His story is just an amazing story. He was at Malone University, was at Marietta College, was signed by the Giants out of the Frontier League. He was playing an intra-squad scrimmage for the Washington Wild Things.
Washington
in 2023
Wild
when
things.
the senior director of player development for the Giants, Kyle Haynes.
That's my new
said, "We've
team.
been
I'm not even
tracking you
watching
since
the
your
Sox no
college
more.
days,
I'm
Turner."
all about the Washington Wild things.
They're now calling Kyle Haynes the Mickey to Turner Hill's Rocky in that kind of a story.
I love those stories because you never know who's watching. Go out there and perform and gain that opportunity.
A 3-0 to Hill, and it's a 4-pitch walk. You see all he does is hit.
That name is
Won the
tough,
batting
yeah.
title in the MLB Draft League. He had a 26-game hitting streak at Sacramento, AAA, before getting called up to the Giants. And that doesn't even cover his days.
Wild
with
Things
the Washington Wild
wins.
Things in
I love
Washington,
that.
Pennsylvania. Originally, by the way, the Canton Crocodiles. Their famous alums, Pat McAfee, played one game in 2018. He went 0 for 3. And when they were still the Crocodiles, Kalen DeBoer, now the Alabama football coach, played a full season with the then Canton
Kalen DeBoer
Crocodiles.
played for the... That's crazy.
Turner Hill tried to make everybody forget those other famous alums. Devers with a big swing and a miss. Two on, one out. The 0-2 to Devers. In the air to left. Going back is Duran with room. Just shy of the track, he ends up to make the catch. And Devers tonight 0 for 4 with a walk. So if the Giants are to add to their lead here in the ninth and put anything on the board, it'll be up to Willy Adames. He homered in the first, he singled in the third, he has struck out his last 2 times up. One ball, no strikes to Adames. Two and 0. Adames and Kisner, 2 solo home runs, the only scoring tonight for either team. And it's held up. Ball 3 to Willy Adames.
Now Boston all out of challenges. I think Adames takes a swing here. He probably has a green light. 21 home runs on his resume this year.
And that one bounces. Rutschman can't find it. It's all the way back to the screen, and it's ball 4
Come
either
on.
way. So Adames
There's 2 outs
heads
now.
to first. Hill is at second. Kisner at third. The base is loaded for Eldridge.
It's a 4-seam fastball that spikes. Rutschman doesn't have an opportunity to glove that. Luckily, it goes over the screen.
Let's go Red Sox. Let's go Red Sox.
How are you doing tonight,
Let's go
Jaden?
Red Sox.
So a quick visit to the mound to talk to Wyatt Olds about this situation that he finds himself in with the bases loaded and 2 out on a single and 2 walks.
Well, he's seen a lot of pitches tonight. That is a benefit. He has been calm, looking the part, and stayed off borderline pitches. This will be a nice separator for the young left-hander.
Eldridge will settle in.
Doing good. Are you ready for tomorrow? I am.
But that slider was at his
I'm not going to get much sleep,
Tied it
though.
up inside, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, that was the first
Because
time he's
I
seen the
I'll
runners
be
in
waking
scoring
up at like
position
3.
tonight. Not
And we're
good
leaving
for
at
the Giants. Just
4:10.
those solo homers has been the difference.
25th pitch that he's seen tonight coming here.
I'm going to try to meet Daniel Suarez tomorrow and Connor
And he looks
Zilish.
at that pitch low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I'm going to try to get Nick to meet Ross Chastain. That seems to be like
Would
Nick's
love to
guy.
make it easier on whoever is pitching the 9th inning, whether it's Dylan Smith or Sam Hinches, who is up in the bullpen. The 1-1. 2 balls and a strike on Eldridge. Now even 2-2. Top of the 9th inning in Boston. Eldridge.
Oh! What a catch by Nick Sogard! Wow.
Eldridge.
That was crazy.
Red Sox need 2 to tie and 3 to win as we head to the bottom of the 9th. Another look at the Sogard Jam in Boston.
We're doing our best to make sure every Whopper is your best Whopper. But we know mistakes happen, and we're here to make it right. If your Whopper isn't made your way, we'll remake your Whopper on the spot. And your next one's free. That's the Whopper guarantee. Because there's a new kid, and it's you.
All right, team, listen up. I've changed my mind. I'm gonna have the truffle butter filet mignon.
Oh, that's a great decision, boss.
I'll take the miso chicken. See that, Scooty?
I'm gonna do the blackened salmon.
Sweet and sour shrimp for me.
I'm Shaquille O'Neal, and I'm on Zepbound for moderate obstructive sleep apnea, or OSA.
Zepbound is the first and only prescription medicine that improves moderate to severe OSA in adults with obesity.
It's a treatment that helps reduce breathing interruptions during sleep. It even helped me drop some pounds. Not mad at that.
Don't share needles or pens, or reuse needles. Don't take if allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had MTC or MEN2. Tell your doctor if you get a lump or swelling in your neck. Stop Zepbound and call your doctor if you have severe stomach pain or a serious allergic reaction. Severe side effects may include inflamed pancreas or gallbladder problems. Tell your doctor if you experience vision changes before scheduled procedures with anesthesia, if you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills. Taking Zepbound with a sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and worsen kidney problems.
Ask your doctor about Zepbound.
Come celebrate the sights, the sounds that is crushed, and smiles that only Little League can bring. Little League World Series, presented by T-Mobile on the networks of ESPN.
The CW and ESPN are announcing the ultimate team-up.
2-inning save. The last pitcher for the Giants to convert 6-out saves in consecutive appearances, Rod Beck, back in 1992. Dylan Smith went 2 innings for the save in Cleveland earlier in the week. Trying to do it again here tonight against the Red Sox, and Caleb Durbin the first to stand in his way. Smith sails it high for ball 1. You have to wonder how much is in the tank after the incredible high leverage pitches he threw in the 8th inning.
Yeah, and emotionally how you have those up downs. A lot of people
Two.
talk about that, how important that is, navigating, being on the bench as that closer, and then going back out.
Got left-handed activity up in the pen, and Duran is next. He's a lefty. The 2-0 is high, ball 3. And because of the great play by Nick Sogard at second, it's still just a 2-run game.
Yeah, and also it's energized again. They lost that. Now you start hearing the crowd again.
And a 4-pitch walk.
There you go. That's ball 4.
Caleb Durbin draws the free pass and a tying run to the plate in the 9th, and a pitching change coming for San Francisco. The 9th inning has been a woeful situation all season for the Giants in the bullpen.
And they're getting a pitching
Trying to
change.
figure it out here in the ninth against a re-energized Fenway crowd.
Game night is a chance to go big with MLB Big Inning. Join Matt Yatloff and Greg Caserta on baseball's only
Kyle Busch still sits 26 points ahead of Cody Ware. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, one guy is Kyle Busch, the other guy is Cody Ware. The only confusing part about that is one of the guys is dead and the other is not.
MLB Big Inning all season.
With MLB Live trading on Polymarket, the action doesn't stop when the game begins. It's just getting started. Make real-time predictions all game long, from game lines to late-inning rallies, and join the conversation in the live chat. You choose when to cash out, turning every game, every inning, and every at-bat into a chance to win. Trade on all 30 MLB teams exclusively on Polymarket, the official prediction market partner of Major League Baseball. New customers get $20 toward their first trade with code HIT20.
The Boston Found, what's up? Hey, it's Terry. I can't find my new Apex anywhere. 940 Apex. Just came out. Free Apex. Super lightweight. That's that. I'm not seeing it, man. Sorry.
At Ollie, our obsession with making the best fresh dog food meets their obsession with devouring it. From chef-developed fresh recipes made with human-grade ingredients to health check-ins with our vet team that help you track your dog's well-being. You don't just hope your dog is healthy, you know. Get 50% off.
I mean, it's good to be safe though, because it was looking worse yesterday. The forecast has improved drastically.
He has one career save, that in 2022 with Cleveland.
Here's Jahmai Jones
on to pitch hit, and the first pitch is a strike. I'm sitting next to a guy who's second all-time in pitch hits with 175, Mark Sweeney. How hard is this for Jahmai Jones?
Yeah, tough. You have to handle the emotion, but also the velocity.
That hit him.
And he gets hit.
That hit him.
Talking about a pitcher who has had one career save, and you're thrown into the deep end here at Fenway Park.
Yeah, pulled fastball off the elbow of Jones, and he will take that. Pass the baton to the next.
And the next is Andrew Monasterio.
Yeah, it is.
2 for his last 22.
Come on, Andrew.
2 on.
Come on, my friend.
And Monasterio.
Oh!
Glove to the bag at second for one. On to first.
Safe at first. The out is at second, but safe at first.
Took it to the bag at second for the force. And now 1 out with runners at the corners.
Oh, and
Basabe still
Basabe
down.
looks hurt.
Now, first swing, it was a bullet to second base. It short hops him. Almost gets enough to get Monasterio going down the line. This Red Sox team has continued to hustle and made it really difficult. Here's the bobble. You see that right foot applied to get that force out at second base.
So the challenge for San Francisco, they're challenging the call at first for safe. That'll give Basabe a chance to try to stretch out. And the Giants are challenging the call of safe for Monasterio at first.
No, they're challenging this.
Well, just the way Basabe, he couldn't get enough on that throw.
No, I think he was off the base. Like
That is really close.
I think his foot went off the base.
The old adage was tie goes to the runner. Does this constitute a tie? Or is his foot not down before the glove squeezes that ball in the webbing? It is close.
I don't know, man. Nice.
enough evidence to be able to turn that call over. He was called safe. But the hustle down the line gives another opportunity for this Red Sox.
And it's Mickey Gasper who got things going in the 8th inning with a double. So it's Eli White who will be called on to pitch in. So Gasper's day is done. White to pitch hit. Runners at the corners. One out. Bottom of the 9th and a 2-0 Giants lead. Hentges and Kisner trying to get on the same page here with one down. White with 5 home runs, 19 runs driven in. The winning run at the plate. 1 strike and nothing. White has been very good in these situations in his career. A .351 career pitch hitting average. 13 for 37.
Well, he has that short swing. He has the ability to hit the fastball.
And White.
Ah, there you go. That's a base hit. Caleb Durbin comes in to score. And the tying run's on second. 2-1 game.
Absolutely love the approach by Eli White. Watch him work inside the baseball. It's a short swing, but using the big part of the field. Just passing the baton, but the emotional component to that situation just ups the ante.
And now Nick Sogard batting right-handed against the lefty. Hentges takes a strike. It was Sogard's defensive play that kept the Red Sox within shouting distance in the 8th. And now at the plate, where a base hit would likely tie it up.
Well, Hentges' preference is the fastball command. See the San Francisco Giants, 10 walk-off losses on the season. Trying to prevent that here.
2-1.
A man who has had 1 career save on the mound. 2 balls and a strike to Sogard. Two and two.
2-2.
Aggressive swing on that 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Hentges hoping for a ground ball. He'll take a strikeout. 1 out in the 9th.
Need a base hit, someone in the outfield.
To a 2-1 lead. The 2-2 pitch to Sogard. Still 2-2.
Have a good speed on the base pass. All you need to do is dump a single out in that outfield somewhere. Shoot a gap. Eli White has plus speed.
That's a full count.
The Giants have a challenge left. That was a borderline pitch. Probably called the ball. It stayed that way.
The 3-2 pitch.
Go! Yeah, let's go! Tie game! Let's fucking go! Let's go! This game is tied.
Got on top of that one and emotionally. Again, Kevin, it's that expectation.
I'm gonna come.
What they have built, especially at home. And they find a way.
Boston Red Sox. 10 walk-off losses this year for the San Francisco Giants. They walk Rafaela to load him up.
Bases loaded now.
And here's Wilyer Abreu.
We entered the bottom of the ninth down by 2.
Abreu, who has struck
We didn't have a single run.
times tonight. 3 of them swinging.
Yeah, so important because he's had 3 huge chances.
Fenway just does something, man. The crowd really does have an effect. You can tell, like,
this situation.
this doesn't happen this much if it, like in other places.
Command, but he doesn't feel comfortable with his secondary pitches.
Summer has turned into quite the party in Boston.
Well, a walk will
Puts
do
a lot
it.
of pressure on the outfield arms too. As I mentioned, White has plus speed at third base. All they need is a sacrifice fly to the outfield.
Abreu to work. Ball 1, blow it away. It's his second career 4-strikeout game. He's never had a 5-strikeout game.
Well, that just becomes a one-pitch pitcher here. He doesn't feel comfortable with his breaking ball.
The 1-0.
It's fouled off.
1-1. That slider fouled back. Abreu's been so good this year against left-handers too, hitting .317 coming in against lefties.
Yeah, simplify it, especially in this situation.
The 1-1.
Fouled off.
2 now. Infield in. Abreu just hoping to put it in play.
It's a 1-2 count.
Career walk-off hit. Doesn't even need a hit.
No.
Fly ball. One ball, 2 strikes. Hinch is ready in the pitch.
2-2.
2-2. Oh,
Hell, ball just somewhat deep into the outfield would do this.
I think this is a fastball outside. If you can execute it, you can get out of this
I
situation.
wonder what our win probability was coming into the bottom of the ninth. That's ball 3. It's a full count.
Nary a chair being used in Boston tonight.
Outstanding play by Kisner. Going to that backstop, that would be devastating. Here it is.
Everybody standing. Abreu, what a glove snare. Home throw.
Oh!
He is safe.
Oh! Red Sox win! Red Sox win! Oh my God! Oh! I thought he was out.
They are going to look at it to confirm the
They're gonna look at this. They're gonna look at this.
Eldridge threw home to try to get the force. They'll look at it to confirm.
Well, first the play by Eldridge. An outstanding diving play, getting up and trying to navigate that runner.
No,
See
he's
if
safe.
that foot is on home plate. Looked like it was in front of it. Now watch that left foot.
Ooh, no, I think
Man,
he's
is that
out.
close.
Is there space between the foot and the front of home plate?
James Hoy was all over this.
This crowd, biased as they may be, thinks he's safe.
This could determine it. Well, this will determine it. Maybe. The manager challenge. I thought they didn't have their challenge left.
The ruling of safe. Will there be an angle that will be enough, Mark, to overturn?
Yeah, and that's the key, too. Very difficult. Kisner's just trying to catch the baseball and trying to navigate
If this gets overturned, that'd be wild.
James Hoy, the home plate umpire, was all over that. It was a clear look. Outstanding play by Eldridge, but a very difficult throw. Trying to get that force out. And now we wait. The pregnant pause before the determination of the winner.
Let's go! Let's go! Red Sox win, and now Williams got his shirt off.
It's remarkable 2026 story. The Red Sox are now 70-59, and they're above 500 at home for the first time since April 17th.
Well, Kevin, it's just a difference of the two teams. One is going on a freight train to the playoffs because they expect to win, and the Giants are still developing the situation. But amazing.
Without further interruption, let's celebrate and suck some dick.
Looking very comfortable, especially here at Fenway. You felt the expectation at Fenway all night long, and the Red Sox needed a full 9 to deliver. They get the 3-2 walk-off win.
Yep.
Stun the San Francisco Giants. Fox Crew, I'm Kevin Kugler, saying
I'm gonna come.
From Fenway Park. We'll send you to Kevin Burkhardt and Eric Karros in our studios after a quick break. Red Sox walk it off in the ninth.
Always love a walk-off win. We entered the bottom of the ninth down 2-0 and came back to win 3-2. What a beautiful turn of events. Beautiful ninth inning it was. Man, I love this team. Love this team so much. Red Sox improved to 11 games above 500. Let's fucking go.
I'm gonna come.
I want you to listen to me. I'm going to say this again. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
But yeah, for the the Red Sox improved to 70-59, and the Giants fall to Giants fall to 52-77. For the Giants tonight, Adames had the home run in the first inning off of Patrick Sandoval, and Kisner had the home run in the third inning off of Patrick Sandoval. Adames had the RBI, and Kisner had the RBI. And then Blake Tidwell pitched 5 2/3 innings, gave up 3 hits, walked 2, struck out 7, and has a 3.58 ERA. Carson Seymour pitched an inning and a third, gave up 2 hits, walked 1, has a 5.28 ERA. Dylan Smith pitched an inning, gave up 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, walked 1, struck out 2, and has a 2.96 ERA. And then Sam Hedges got the loss. His sixth loss on the year, bringing his record to 1-6. And a blown save, his third blown save on the year. He pitched a third of an inning, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, walked 1, has a 3.56 ERA. For the Boston Red Sox tonight, Wilyer Abreu had the RBI, Nick Sogard had the RBI, and Eli White had the RBI. Patrick Sandoval pitched 5 2/3 innings, gave up 5 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, walked 2, struck out 6, gave up 2 home runs, and has a 4.54 ERA. Greg Weissert pitched an inning, gave up 1 hit, struck out 2, has a 4.01 ERA. Giovanni Moran pitched an inning, gave up 1 hit, walked 1, struck out 1, and has a 3 ERA. And then Wyatt Olds got the win, his first win of his career, bringing his record on the season to 1-0. He pitched an inning and a third, gave up 1 hit, walked 2, struck out 1, and has a 0.00 ERA. Time of the ball game tonight was 3 hours, almost 3 hours and 9 minutes. This is 3 hours 10 minutes. But yeah. I want to thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys joining. And peace out.